before us. It's not cause our skin is dark and they don't know us. It's cause we stuck on that crack and that doja. Allow our brains to be polluted, now they mold us. Don't hate on me, hate on them dirty fools that stole us. You rather be dunking with Jordan on some posters, other than smashing these devils like these.
I remember there was a time when we was kings and queens, prophets and rulers, judging the earth. But now we stuck at the bottom of the totem pole. Where did we go wrong as a people? I think our people need to understand this with a wake-up call and give them understanding on what's going on. So bring it.
Early morning, rise up, open your eyes up, looking in the mirror, it gets no clearer. Cause we don't understand our own selves, drowning in sorrow with empty Hennessy bottles up on the shelf. Cause everybody wanna be a king, selling out their soul for this mean green cream thing. Paper chasing but not facing the facts that as a nation we all done got lax and letting the devil control us. And thinking like them damn Africans that sold us. We in captivity because they hold us. Work is hard with heavy burdens on our shoulders. Man, I thought we were some soldiers, but every second.
Shalom, brothers and sisters.
Shalom, shalom.
All right, welcome to Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge once again. We're at 8524 South Braeswood Boulevard, Houston, Texas, 77071. We have classes Monday and Wednesday, 7 to 10 p.m., Friday from 6 to 9 p.m., and then Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also catch us in San Antonio at 4219 Center Gate Street. That's San Antonio, Texas, 78217. And also, if you're in New Mexico, you can catch us in Albuquerque at 501 Copper Avenue Northwest, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87102. If you have any questions or comments during the course of the class, you can hit me up at 832-941-2443. Please text only during the course of the class. Outside of class, you can call or text that number, or call or text Priest Kazakia at 281-707 2737. If you want to email, correspond to us through email, we're at hiddentruth12@gmail.com. That's hiddentruth12@gmail.com. We also have kids class every Sunday from 11 a.m. to noon. So join us for kids class on ISB HPK Kids. All right. Great learning experience for the children. You can get your kids involved and everything like that. It's a real good interactive experience. They can, they can question or anything like that and get questions answered also on the YouTube live chat. The sisters run that kids class every Sunday from 11 a.m. to noon this time, Houston time. If you want any custom-made garments made, the sisters do custom-made garments on the Israel Wear Facebook page. All right, so it's Israel Wear, Israel WEAR. On Facebook. All right, you can get custom-made garments, girdles, headbands, armbands, all that, all custom-made to your liking, and they'll work out prices with you on there. All right. Any donations you have to give, you can send those to any of the school addresses: canned goods, clothes, office supplies, anything that you think will help in the educational process of your people, books, things like that. Laptops, computers, cars, anything like that. You can send those to any of the school addresses. If it's money, you can put that in your local Wells Fargo account. That's account number 101-580-6167, and we'll gladly accept that. And that's under Israelite School of Biblical History at Wells Fargo. All right. If you have any questions, first hour of class we open up for questions. So if you have questions, please go ahead and either put those in on your YouTube live chat, or again, you can hit me up at the phone number 832-941-2443. So we give that a little time to lag, for all that to kick in. And Oh, don't forget, if you are in the if you're in California, if you're in the San Diego area, brothers out there right now, they'll be there from June 2nd to July 5th in San Diego. They're doing the Del Mar County Fair. All right, so if you're in San Antonio or if you're in San Diego, California, we are doing the Del Mar County Fair with our American Eastern Oils out there. Of course, we have those in Houston. We have that in the First Colony Mall over there in Sugarland, Texas. But yeah, brothers are also out there at the fair, at the Del Mar County Fair in San Diego. And again, we're going to try to link up with Priest Alazar and the Sakari brothers out there to get a little teaching out and stuff like that, just a little fellowship. So look out for that. All right. So I'm just trying to see if we have any questions here. First question, no, this is not ISUPK. This is Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge. Only slight difference in teaching, so we don't bang against you if you follow them. We respect those brothers until they start saying that it's okay to commit sodomy. That's not biblical. Proverbs 24 verse 16 through 17. Please explain. Let's hit that.
Proverbs chapter 24 verse 16. Go ahead. Proverbs chapter 24 verse 16. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth, and let not thine heart be glad when he stumbleth.
Right, so it says, for a just man falls 7 times and riseth up again. So this is kind of like the Israelite credo almost, but it's basically showing you that when you're doing this walk, when you're walking in the truth, you're going to sin, you're going to mess up, you're going to make mistakes. Expect that, all right? You're not just all of a sudden going to become perfect and perfect-minded and never fall back into sin or anything like that. You know, that's the goal that you want to reach, that you're striving for. But that's the thing, is you're gonna stumble. All right, you're gonna get corrected. You're gonna be shown that you did something wrong. So what does a just man do? He doesn't just sit there and kick himself and condemn himself over and over again until he's not salvageable as a human being, right? Until he's basically effeminate and doesn't know what to do with his life. No, a just man, he gets back up. All right? He gets back up and takes the beating for the next day. He gets back up and takes the correction for the next day until we become that perfect man. All right? So you're going to fall 7 times, a complete number of times. All right? 7 being that number of completion. He said, but he riseth up again. But what's the difference between him and a wicked person? A wicked person, they fall into mischief. So they fall into doing things on purpose. They fall into, you know what? Hey, this is just what we gonna do. Because they fall into that Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 character. All right, category. They go into that and they just decide, you know what? Life is short, man. I'm just gonna do what I feel like. You know what I mean? The Most High ain't gonna do nothing. Ecclesiastes was it 8 and 11? Sentence on the evil work is not executed speedily. It gets fully set in the hearts of men to do evil.
Got it. Can we get it real quick?
Is it 8 and 11?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 8, verse 11. Right after Proverbs. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
See that? So they think because the Most High didn't strike them with lightning the first time they sinned, they just gonna keep on sinning. Like, oh, he ain't gonna do nothing, right? So that's the problem. The problem becomes is that the wicked, they start falling into their own mischief. They start going ahead and doing what they feel like. All right, but the thing is the Most High also showed you that he ain't gonna put up with that. Read on.
Verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before him.
Go ahead.
But it shall not be well with the wicked.
See that? So it don't matter how long they get to live. It don't matter, my grandma smoked weed every day of her life, and she 110 years old. Okay. She's still going to catch hers. You understand? More than likely, she'll catch it by having to watch all her grandkids, great-grandkids, and great-great-grandkids get shot up in the streets, or the Most High making her suffer in some other kind of way. Like he just keeping her alive with cancer, giving her pain all through her body. You know what I mean? It won't let her die. So there's worse things than death. People don't consider those things. See that? Right. Then go to 2nd Ezra 7 verse I think it's 56.
Second Ezra chapter 7 verse 56.
Let me see. Might be 55. 56, right? Yeah.
Second Ezra chapter 7 verse 56. For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
See that? See, people don't consider that, you know what? This ain't the end of the road. Death ain't the end of the road. There are worse things that can happen after death. You understand?
All right.
There's torments the Most High God. You got to think, if he's the creator of the whole universe, if he got that kind of power, you think he don't have power to torment somebody after they're dead? He got the most. Christ told you that hell was set up for the devil and his angels. So he got ways of tormenting angelic beings. He got ways of tormenting spirit beings, where you feel something in your spirit. Y'all understand that? So you gotta watch that. There's ways you could be tormented where your spirit is in pain, not just your flesh. See that? Cats be like, oh, it's okay. How bad could it be if your flesh burned? I'm sure after the first 10 years you just get used to it. Nah, he got things to burn your spirit up, man. You see that? There's things that you can't even imagine that he got waiting for people that want to fall into mischief. They want to just do what they feel like. All right. So we gotta watch out for these things, and that's why it says that. But that the wicked, they fall into mischief. They go ahead and just keep doing the sin, thinking there ain't nothing that's gonna happen. But they don't consider that they'll begin to suffer for it after death. See that? So yeah, grandma smoked weed till she was 110. Okay. She ain't gonna start suffering. She ain't even gonna start her suffering until after death. So all the pain she went through and the heartache and all the tragedy she endured in her whole 110 years, that ain't even the beginning of how she gonna suffer after death. Y'all see that? So we gotta watch that while we live and commit iniquity. The Most High be punishing you after you die. People be like, they're going through some stuff in their life, and oh man, I must be suffering for the sins that I did way back when. Yeah, a little bit, but you ain't gonna begin to suffer for it until after you dead. See that? See, when you suffering for it here, that's him. That's how you know you part of the righteous. That's how you know you part of the righteous, because he whooping your tail and showing you, hey, you better stop doing that, and giving you that chance to get it right. All right. So let's see what else we got. verse 17, it said, going back, Proverbs 24, verse 17, right?
God. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 17. Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth.
Right. So when you see somebody you got a grudge with, a problem with, or something like that, they've been giving you problems of Israel, right? Of course we're going to rejoice when America fall. Come on, man. The scriptures say the tree's going to break forth into singing. So we're going to rejoice when America fall.
That's right.
It ain't talking about that enemy. It's talking about when you got an enemy of Israel, when you got an enemy among your people, whether it's, got a grudge against you, a problem with you, they got an issue with you. Don't rejoice when you see them fall. You see that?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, see, they finally got kicked out their house. I knew if they didn't, see, that's what you get for not listening. No, don't rejoice when they fall. That's not a good thing. That's not a good mark on you, because that don't show you was being a good neighbor, a good brother, good sister. Y'all see that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And let not thine heart be glad when he stumbleth.
See that? And don't be all happy when they stumble, when they trip. Y'all understand?
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? We get brothers in counseling lined up, and brothers getting yelled at, but then we be like, and you the one that we talking about. And then, I'm glad it's him, not me, right? And then, yep, see, I don't act like that. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't how you supposed to deal. You understand? Sisters be here in the class, and they, oh man, how they know? You know what I mean? But then we'd be like, yeah, sis, that's why we telling you, she talking about that sister. Okay, all right. See, I knew. See, she always causing trouble. Like, no, that ain't that ain't time for you to rejoice because she catching it. That just shows how bad of a sister or a brother you are. You understand? The you should be able to keep them on point and help them up. Right? Know the scriptures say in Ecclesiastes, 2 are better than one. When one fall, the other one be there to pick him up. Well, where the hell were you? You see that? So don't sit there rejoicing in the stumbling of your enemies. All right? But that's talking about of Israel. It's not talking about, of course, if I see Donald Trump fall down the stairs, guess what? I'm laughing at Donald Trump. All right? I might uncontrollably laugh. You might have to call the ambulance for me. All right?
Oh yeah.
If I see these wicked nations, if I see them catching it, yeah, when the damn what you call Fukushima thing blew up and they was getting 3-headed pigs out the thing and all that stuff, yeah, I'm laughing at that because y'all deserve that.
That's right.
Y'all see that? When America talking about the global warming, right? That's what they trying to push on the news right now. CNN trying to push that you're gonna get baked to a crisp as soon as you walk outside pretty soon. I'm laughing at that. I'm like, y'all deserve it. You know what I mean? Especially that white boy that be on CNN. What's that dude's name? The one that looked like he got frozen? Yeah. Like he got hit with a frost gun? Yeah, Anderson Cooper, man. I was trying to figure that name out all night last night. Anderson Cooper, little gay ass, man. He deserved that. He deserved to be trying to go out in the sun and just start frying like a vampire. You see that? So I'm laughing at them. Of course we're going to laugh at our enemies, these other nations, these wicked nations. But when you're a person that had a grudge against you of Israel, no, you don't want to rejoice in that. All right? Is there a camp close to Alabama or Georgia? Probably us. We probably the closest to y'all. We trying to work on getting as far out as we can, but the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. All right? We need more laborers, so pray that the Most High bring more laborers for the harvest. All right? Like Christ said. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Trinidad and Tobago. All right? All right. Philippians 4, verse 3 through 9. And St. John 14, verse 27. The same as Philippians 4. Okay. So get Philippians 4, verse 3 through 9.
Philippians chapter 4, verse 3.
Let me know when y'all got it. All right. Because I'm waiting on y'all.
Philippians chapter 4, verse 3. And I entreat thee also, true yoke fellow, help those women which labored with me in the gospel, with Clement also, and with other my fellow laborers, whose names are in the book of life. Rejoice in the Lord always, and I again say, rejoice. Let your moderation be known unto all men. The Lord is at hand. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Yahushua. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Those things which ye have both learned and received, and heard and seen in me, do, and the God of peace shall be with you. I was in it.
Okay, so read it from the top.
Philippians chapter 4, verse 3. And I entreat thee also, true yoke fellow, help those women which labored with me in the gospel, with Clement also.
So this is a letter from Paul. You know, he's writing to the people of Philippi, right? He's writing to them, and he's saying, basically, you know, help them people out that was helping me out while I was down there teaching. These women helped me out. So listen, go ahead and take care of them, treat them good. Go ahead.
And with other my fellow laborers, whose names are in the book of life. Verse 4. Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say, rejoice. Let your moderation be known unto all men. The Lord is at hand.
Right, so let your moderation be known to all men, right? Meaning everyone should know you for the fact that you don't overindulge in everything, all right? You don't overindulge in drinking. Yeah, it's lawful to drink, but you don't overindulge in drinking. They don't know you as a drunkard. You can eat. That's lawful, but you're not gluttonous and overeating until you gotta undo your pants and just walk around with your gut hanging down to your knees. All right. So he's showing them that, listen, let your moderation be known to everybody. All right. Let them know you for being people of moderation. Why? Because obviously this must have been a problem before in Philippi with the people of Philippi. So this is what's going to help you guys stand out. All right. Just like, you know, here in Texas, we would say the same thing, brothers. Let your moderation be known before all men. All right, they shouldn't see you whoremongering, because that's a big thing in Houston, to just be a whoremonger and for one, a faggot. They got a lot of those down here. What's going to make you stand out? That you're not a faggot, that you're not whoremongering, you're not chambering, which is basically trying to get a bunch of women all the damn time. All right, the fact that you'll have moderation, right? You're not doing drugs, you're not on handlebars and Xanax and all these other things like that. You're chill. See that? Let that be known. That's what's going to make you known to all men. You see that? That you can be hype and be the life of the party and everything like that, but at the same time not on crack and damn cocaine or nothing like that. That's what's going to make you stand out. See that? So Paul's showing them, listen, this is what's going to make you stand out among those people, because this is the problem in your city. They don't have no moderation, man. They gluttonous. Bunch of fat, juicy bastards running around. Y'all see that?
Okay.
All right, so go ahead.
Verse 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving let your requests be made known unto God.
Be careful for nothing. Meaning don't be all anxious and have anxiety over everything, and don't be acting like it's the end of the world if something goes wrong. You understand? Now he's not saying don't be careful. You know what I mean? Just walk around with scissors and with a blindfold on. No, he ain't telling you that. All right. He's talking about be careful. Don't be full of anxiety and worry about everything. Right. Go ahead.
Philippians chapter 4, verse 7. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Yahushua.
Right, because you'll be that person while everything's going crazy and everybody's acting a fool, you'll have that peace about you. You understand? While everybody else tripping, oh, global warming, they go, oh my God, we all gonna melt as soon as we go outside. You're gonna be like, yeah, okay, nigga, I'm gonna go outside. All right? You know what I mean? You're gonna know that ain't no global warming, man. That's pollution. All right? It's hot outside because niggas keep driving their cars and shooting methane all into the atmosphere and everything like that. But no, the ozone layer did not get a hole in it, and all of a sudden the sunbeams is coming through and burning people up. All right? That ain't how it works. The ozone is a spirit. All right? You can't destroy no spirit with a gas. That's what Esau wants you to think. All right? He put a spirit of the firmament up there. So you ain't got to worry about the ozone layer depleting. Okay? You ain't got to worry about the sun burning us to a crisp because it's inside the ozone layer anyway. You understand? So you ain't got to worry about if the ozone layer depletes, the sun is still going to shine just like it been. The sun been inside the firmament the whole time. You know, see that? The ozone layer ain't never been blocking the sun from hitting you. See, when you got that understanding, it give you a lot of peace, right? You ain't got to worry. Oh, the sun's going to implode in 50 billion years. All right, well, if I live that long, I'll let you know what happened. All right, when I get to 400 or 49 billion years old in the 999,000th year, then I'll go ahead and let you know that it's time to worry. You know what I mean? Like, who the hell cares if the sun going to implode in 50 billion years? That ain't got nothing to do with you. You understand? By that time, according to y'all's little theory of evolution, you'll be a damn cockroach anyway. You won't give a damn. Right? By then, you're damn evolved into a sun yourself, right? That's what they think. So, what they worried about all that for? All right? So, the peace of the Most High surpasses all understanding because people can't figure out why you ain't tripping when the ozone layer is supposedly getting depleted. Why you ain't tripping when Anderson Cooper gay ass get on there and start talking about global warming. They can't figure out why you ain't tripping when Assyria start talking about they gonna nuke America and North Korea start tripping. You like, and?
Right.
I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna be good. You know what I mean? What's wrong with you? Yeah, that fear is for the wicked. Think the Most High gonna nuke me? I'm reading the Bible. I'm studying. I'm teaching His word. Y'all see that? He ain't gonna nuke me. That's for the wicked. Y'all see that? Go ahead.
Verse 7. Verse 8. Slack. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things.
See, He wants you to think on good things. Instead of being worried about all kinds of things that can go wrong and are going wrong and things like that, think on good things. Keep your mind at peace. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Those things which ye have both learned and received and heard and seen in me, do, and the God of peace shall be with you.
Right, so He's showing you, listen, if you do the thing, if you walk like Paul walked, then you're going to be good. You're going to live in peace. All right? Does that go with, what was she asking? If it go with St. John 14:27? Does St. John 14:27?
St. John chapter 14, verse 27.
Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth. Right? So He's showing you, not as the world giveth peace. All right, give me Jeremiah 8, verse 11 real quick. So we're going to see what kind of peace the world give you. All right, so He ain't leaving you the peace the world wants to give you. He said, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. So the peace that He give you, it don't got you worrying. So yes, it does go with that scripture you just pulled in Philippians. It doesn't have you worrying about everything. All right, the peace of Christ has you actually at peace while things are going crazy. All right, that's what peace is. It's not being oblivious to things being crazy around you. It's not when things are not going crazy. That's not peace. Peace is a state of mind. You understand?
Right.
Peace is being able to maintain your thought process and your intelligence toward the Most High and your faith in the Most High while things are going crazy. You see that? That's what peace is. But what kind of peace the world give you? Oh, peace is when North Korea ain't threatening us with nukes. We need peace in the Middle East. Why? Because they running around with head coverings on. Like, what they do to you? Them niggas was milking goats, and you came over there trying to bomb them, right?
Okay.
Like, what we need peace over there for? Well, you ain't even got peace in America. How you gonna do? That was what they was doing all through the 80s, right? Peace in the Middle East, man. Right? Get the hell out of here. You ain't got peace in your own country. If I can't drive while black, then we still got a problem. Right?
Okay.
If a nigga can't walk down the street with a hoodie on and some Skittles and an Arizona iced tea, we got problems anyway. Here. If the homeless can't even sleep under a bridge without somebody trying to build little concrete pyramids under there and spikes so they can't even lay down somewhere, we got problems here. What you worried about peace in the Middle East for?
That's right.
4,000 miles away, 5,000 miles away, you talk about we need peace over there. Nigga, you can't get peace down the street. Y'all see that? So, no, don't deal with the peace like the world wants to give you. Because they only think peace is when everything is cool in the earth, right? When everything's going the way that the wicked wants it to go. Oh, no. You guys aren't talking about peace. You keep talking about gay homosexuality is wrong. Just let people be, man. Like, let people be what? You see what the world's turning into now? You got cats trying to say, I identify with being a female. So now when they walk around school, they still got their parts and still walking in the boys' bathroom peeing standing up, right? But you gotta treat them like they're a female. That don't make no damn sense, right? Now they done went as far as to say, I identify with being an amputee, so they cut their own arms off. I identify with being blind, so she pouring bleach off in her eyes. They doing this stuff because they identify with this certain lifestyle. See that?
Go ahead.
So no, it ain't cool to be gay. We're gonna try to nip that in the bud before it turns into the wickedness we got to deal with here in America. See that?
Go ahead.
But you want peace because why? You want to be able to let everybody be, let everybody do what they want to do, man. Okay, well, can I shoot you in the face for talking like an idiot? Since we gonna do what we want to do? No. So he don't leave you the peace that the world wants to leave you. You understand?
All
right, read that in Jeremiah 8, verse 11.
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 11. Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 11. For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace.
See that? That's how they try to heal Israel slightly, right? They try to make everything, you know what? We just need peace, you know? We just need peace between the races. We need peace on the planet. We need peace here. Okay. Well, yeah, when all this, when we send our troops over to just destroy these crazy sand niggers, then we'll have peace. They wasn't bothering you in the first place. When's the last time Muslims was coming over here beheading people for adultery? They was letting y'all be. They was beheading their own over there. You came over there bothering their process. Sorry, we don't want our women being whores, so we behead them in the soccer field. Why you gotta have a problem with that? That don't got nothing to do with you. Y'all see that?
Go ahead.
You letting people run around be faggots and cross-dressers and everything like that, and you want to come over here because we cut the woman's head off for sleeping around on her husband? Why don't you fix your own problems, man? Y'all got crack in your streets. Y'all see that?
Go ahead.
So, yeah, they healed the daughter of the people slightly, talking about peace, peace, but there really is no peace. Y'all see that? Oh, America's a peaceful country. We don't have no war with. Yeah, what? You got gang wars, drug wars, crack, and you got all these things. Talking about there ain't no war here. There hasn't been a war fought on American soil since 18. Right? What are you talking about? There's wars fought every day on American soil. The government be drone striking people on their own blocks. The cops come, they go to war with every black person on the planet, every Hispanic person on the planet. Y'all see that? What you talking about? There's peace. Where's the peace at? Y'all see that? No, just because you didn't declare war with the UN, that means there ain't no war against blacks. There ain't no war against Mexicans. Trump building a wall right now. What are you talking about? There's a war. Y'all see that? So don't tell me that there is no peace, or that there's peace when there is no peace here. So that's not the peace that Christ was trying to leave with us. That peace that the world believes in. Y'all see that? Because the peace of the world is going to lead you to insecurity. It's going to lead you to not insecurity, a false sense of security. You understand? Read 1 Thessalonians 5:3.
First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3.
So we're seeing the peace that the world offers you is a false peace. All right? Christ didn't leave us that kind of peace. He's letting you know, listen, when you hear wars and rumors of wars, don't trip. That don't have nothing to do with you. Y'all see that? When you hear about global warming and the world's going to be destroyed in 2017, 2018, don't worry about that. That don't have nothing to do with you. Y'all see that? Read that.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child.
See, with their peace, they're going to be yelling peace, peace until Christ dropped the nukes on them, man. They're going to be sitting over there, oh, peace, peace. And Christ's like, ain't no peace between me and you. There is no peace for the wicked, nigga. I'm coming with these nukes and about 1 million angels, 20 million angels, and we're going to destroy this whole place. You're talking about peace and safety. That's all. They lull you into a false sense of security. They heal the hurt of the daughter of the people slightly. That's why people running around doing drugs, being gang members, being homosexuals, doing all these things. Why? Because they think, oh, well, we live in America. Can't nothing touch us. See that? Oh, Jesus ain't coming. Obama told me he would. Right? Oprah told me I was Jesus. I was my own personal God. Right? So I ain't got to worry about this big black man parting the clouds with a bunch of angels and killing us. We're good. Peace and safety. Okay. That's what Christ's waiting for. Like, oh, okay, y'all all agreed on that peace and safety thing, huh? Don't get it twisted. Y'all see that? So hopefully that answered that question in depth. What else we got? Let's see. Is that it on that? All right, yeah, if y'all got any other questions, any questions in class, from anybody in class on any topic. Tell me the online people been studying more than y'all? See, I know y'all catch it because y'all in a camp, all right? Satan wants to destroy anywhere that has unity, so you can't fool me acting like you know everything already and life's been going hunky-dory and all that stuff. I'm sure that there is a lot of chaos and confusion in people's lives. You know, outside the camp, I expect less questions from them online than I do here, because when they ain't got a camp, it's like, okay, well, I can do what I want to. There ain't no really accountability. Y'all see that? But here, we already know Satan trying to destroy that unity, man. He's trying to destroy that hard. So he come after y'all double time. What's that?
Basically, since I've been coming to class, like all my kids' mothers been like trying to keep my kids from, real help what they set up. I go get my kids or whatever weekend I go get my kids, and then I call the day up, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden nobody answers the phones or you know what I'm saying? I don't get a return call or anything.
Right?
Then when it's time for me to go back to work, then that's when everybody wanna call me. Oh, you wanna come get me? You know I'm at work, like you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I know exactly what you mean, man.
We all, you don't answer the phone. We already made prearrangements, you know what I'm saying, for me to get my kids. But then when you know I have to be at work, then it's when you talk about, oh, you can come see him or you wanna come pick up your son. Like it don't work like that. You know?
Right. And the thing is we understand it's a tough situation. You understand? But the thing is when you look at how Christ dealt with a lot of things, man, you're gonna be like, man, that's harsh. But really, if you do what the scriptures say, focus on it, and don't let those things worry you. Don't let them trouble you. Sure. The thing is, he'll bless you more than that.
That's just like my oldest son. I've been taking care of him. He'll be 13 in September.
Right.
All my life, I haven't got to see him once.
Hey.
And of course, when they fight, they were like, "Oh, you got to get funded over. You need money for that." But you tell me when y'all first put me on child support that you know what I'm saying. When you pay this, they give you rights for your child. But then when you go to them like, "Hey, they not allowing me to see my kid," like, "Oh, well, we don't got nothing to do with that." But you can take my money though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, you got to deal with them with lawyers, man. You can't deal with them no other way. But I know it's you can get that.
Yeah, every family lawyer though, you try to sit down with them, they tell you at the most, "Hey man, I need $3,500." They just sit down for a consultation.
Right. Yeah, you get that. I think there's some. I think they still sell that legal shield and stuff like that, where you pay like $10 a month or $20 a month or something like that, and then they get you. You got lawyers basically on call. They're already on retainer because Legal Shield pays for that. You know what I mean?
They send me to a lot of them different organizations. People don't really do nothing.
Real?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I heard they work miracles for a lot of people, man. But yeah, you went that route before?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you might have to talk to these brothers out in San Antonio also, because they've been through that too. But they actually got it overturned to where like where the courts were charging the mother, telling them they got to pay child support, and they were able to keep their kids. But they dropped that and didn't have them paying child support. See that? But they got their kids back. A couple brothers out there went the legal route and did that.
Right, but most of that blessed me another way, like for the child support
Yeah.
issue. Like back when I was in the world, Satan was trying to use me. I was hustling, like selling drugs and stuff. But then like I used to only smoke 5 times a year. Like everybody know I only smoke regular weed. I don't want nothing else.
Right.
And it was like November '07, and one of the dudes who was supposed to be hustling with me, you know what I'm saying? He laced up his weed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it had messed my head up for a little while. I had to go to a psych ward for 2 weeks because I was like putting guns on the front of people, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So after that, I was like, you know what? I told God, I said I ain't touching it no more.
Right.
And like while I was like in the midst of it, he was showing me how a lot of our people kill each other out here. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I seen a lady walking by, and she was carrying a Bible in her hand. I seen it. I said, God, y'all tell me something. So when I went back in the house, my friend, he still trying to give me the weed, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you want to hit again? I'm like, no. And scriptures just started flowing through my body, like, I was like, my cup running over. Because at first when I tried to get some water, my mouth got dry.
Right.
So I was trying to get some water, like, try to get rid of it, you know what I'm saying? And the water faucet wouldn't come on. I'm like, I know there's water on, you know what I'm saying? I was like, my cup running over, you know what I'm saying? And the water started coming out, and it was like, the other homegirl, she was at the table cutting up some crack, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she came at me with a knife. I wasn't going against me, she a problem. So, she like kind of starts like scooting back, like, I started, you know what I'm saying? Most highly, started seeing that stuff again.
Right.
So then I ended up in the psych ward or whatever. The lady was like, you blessed, because you're not supposed to be here, like, most of the nurses was just coming to me and talking, but he's letting me see why he gave us a sound mind, you know what I'm saying? And I started praising him for it because, like every night I was there, I would fight like little demons, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
worldly lust stuff kept trying to like draw me, but I just kept praying, and it was funny. The room that they put me in, I guess somebody with the same situation went through what I went through. They was number scriptures written on the wall.
Yeah.
Like in the room, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So, like,
that's what I said. The Most High give you that peace. That's what we were just reading. He'll give you that peace of mind in whatever situation you are. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he'll bring you out of that. So that's why even with this, where this is a thing that Satan be trying to use as a distraction. You know what I mean? It's like you dangle that carrot before the horse. You know what I mean? The horse will go wherever you lead, wherever you push that carrot at. Right? And that's what he trying to do, man. He trying to pull you away from the scriptures, pull you away from the truth by like, oh, okay, look, go over here and deal with this. Go over here and deal with that. But remember, Isaiah 60 already promised you, man, your sons and your daughters be brought from far. You see that? They're going to be brought to you and be brought back under your wing.
That's what I be praying for all the time. Like when they do that, I don't even let the boy. I used to.
Right.
My boss mom told she was like, man, they love your kids. They trying to get the work. You just go about your life. You don't worry about it. And when the opportunity comes, you get them and you get them. But other than that, she don't argue with them, fuss with them, because they don't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how the devil used to try to get me at first. Like, you try to make me feel. Like, it was hard for me to read my own book, Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, I would read all the other books, but when I got to Jeremiah, like, he talking about the boiling pot and all that, I could see visions and, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I knew it was fear trying to torment me.
Yeah.
So I kept walking through the house every day. And as soon as I get by the shelf where my books used to, like, lay it, like, I could feel it drawing me, like, reading, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it kept going out, fighting it first. And one day I said, man, pick it up, reading.
Yeah.
That's what the most I really just started looking when I started reading for myself.
God. Nah, it's too wild, man. It's too wild. What else? Oh, we got another one in there. We got another couple. Oh, Jeremiah 7:16.
Go ahead.
Oh, we're right here. All right.
Yeah.
Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear you. All right. So when you read up, you're reading about what he's talking about to Israel, man. And he shows you why. He shows you why when you read verse 17 down, right? He says, "Seest you not what they do in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger." So that's your Thanksgiving, your Christmas. That's what Israel's all caught up into. That's why he's saying, don't be praying for them, man. Don't tell me, oh God, please save the Mike Browns, please save the Trayvon Martin. They got killed them on purpose. You understand? Yeah, their parent, Trayvon Martin's parents want to be Masons. Okay, you want to trust in the strength of Egypt? Then let's see if they save your kid. Y'all see that? Oh, okay. You want to sell cigarettes and steal cigars and everything like that? You want to do all this wickedness? Okay, well, listen. Let's see if that saves you. He's told you in Proverbs that the Most High ain't no politically correct God. All right, he ain't a politically correct power. He will smite you right there in the street and laugh at your calamity, man. He'll kill you in a way that's funny to him, where he's sitting there laughing at you. Like, nigga, you really try to fight a dude with a gun and all you was armed with was a pack of Skittles and some tea? You trying to fight a dude with a gun? He laughing. Y'all see that? He ain't politically correct. He ain't sitting there like, oh, the poor little kid. Tamir Rice, oh, the poor little kid got shot in the park. Well, where were the poor little kid's parents? Were the poor little kid's parents reading that Bible and having their kid be with them, reading them scriptures? Y'all see that?
Go ahead.
And it sounds, oh, you harsh. And well, hey, I know this. The righteous don't got to worry about that stuff. When you following this truth and you abiding in the scriptures, you ain't got to worry about that stuff. And if you do, the Most High give you a peace of mind about it. You understand? Like he did with Job. If he put you in that situation. Y'all see that?
God.
So, yeah, when you're reading this, our people deserve what they get. That's why he said, don't be coming to me praying for them. Don't be coming trying to make intercession for them. This destruction is going to come on them because they earned it. They sitting there celebrating these holidays to these other gods, right? He said, verse 19, oh, you know what? Bake cakes to the queen of heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger. Do they provoke me to anger, saith the Most High? Do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces? So he's showing you, man, ain't you doing this to make yourself, were you confused? Ain't this stuff making you look bad? You ain't making me look bad, you just pissing me off. See that?
Got it.
When he looked down, he looking like, look at these little house niggas down here. Yes, massa to the white man all day. Talk about Obama's our Lord and Savior. Well, let Obama save Trayvon Martin. Let Obama save Eric Garner. Let Obama save Tamir Rice. Did he? Nope. But he your Lord and Savior, huh, Jamie? Jamie Foxx, we're out talking about Obama, our Lord and Savior. He didn't save none of them. He didn't save Sandra Bland. He did. All that happened under his watch. Right? He had 2 terms in there, 8 years to get that. He didn't do nothing for you. Y'all see that? Now you mad because Trump's in office. Well, what's the difference? Black people still gonna get shot in the streets, hung in jail. Why? Because don't make intercession to the Most High when y'all want to do all this wickedness and depend on the strength of Egypt. When y'all want to trust in the shadow of Egypt, don't come back to the Most High talking about, why did God let this happen? Nigga, why did your God let it happen? Why did your president let it happen? Why did your Easter bunny save you? Why didn't Santa Claus come and save you? Y'all see that? Why don't you trusted in all that? Why didn't your white Jesus come and save you? That's what you trusted, right? Oh, it's for the kids. Okay, well, let the kids save you then. Women are your oppressors and children rule over you. Well, let the children help you out. Since it's for the kids. Y'all see that? Yeah, the Most High ain't politically correct, man. He's like, don't even come at me with that madness. Don't come and asking for mercy and all this. Asking please. They be on the news. Oh yeah, support our troops. Pray for our troops. Why? Pray for a bunch of murderers? Who does that? Israel. Israel do that. We want Barabbas. What would we do with Christ? Oh, he innocent. Crucify him. That's historic Israel, man. Want to pray for murderers. Let murderers go free. Right? That's why they over there hugging that little white boy that shot up that church in was it North Carolina? You know what I mean? Pray for him. Pray for little, what's his name? What white boy name? I don't know. Ryan, what's his name? Dylan, yeah. Pray for Dylan. Pray for Dylan. What about the 9 people he shot? No, don't pray for them either, because if they wasn't in church, in that so-called church, getting lied to by that so-called pastor, and then doing all their wickedness Monday through Saturday, they wouldn't have no problem. Y'all see that? If they was following the ways of the Most High and his statutes, they wouldn't have no problem. But don't pray for neither one of them. Y'all see that?
I'm glad you brought that up because that's the mentality I used to have. Well, I forgive these people. I'm just gonna pray for these people. Then when I started reading, Psalms, and I was reading a lot of what David was saying. I said, I wonder why David ain't praying for these people. Why is he telling the Most High to kill them?
Right.
He's telling them to strike my enemies.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
I said, well, I don't have no business praying for my enemy. I'm looking at David saying, Father, smite him.
Right.
Smite my enemies. Kill my enemies.
Smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen to say, aha, aha. Right? That's what we're reading now. What was it? Ecclesiastes 36? The prayer, right? Smite and sunder. Destroy them, man. We don't want the wicked to keep prospering in the earth, man. The hell I want a damn pedophile walking down the street for? No, pray a bus hit that dude and smash him into a fire hydrant that somehow explodes. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I pray that on the wicked every day. What's that?
How do you balance that with the scripture that says pray for your enemies? Pray for them.
Pray for your enemies when he was talking about Israel. That's what we went over before you came in. Because somebody else had asked that about the enemies. You know what I mean? My enemies and this and that. What he's talking about, your enemies of Israel. When you have those people that, you know, they have a problem with you, they have a complaining issue, or they trying to get at you, you know, a certain way, they're Israelites, you pray for them, right? But when it's the wicked, when it's like, you know, I'm just going to be a pedophile, it's my lifestyle choice. No, I pray a damn killer whale come out and just bite your head off. That's what I pray. I pray you die in some horribly malicious way that only the Most High can be blamed for that. You know what I mean? Like, why all the dogs in the pet store get loose and eat him right in the middle of the pet store? Like, that, I pray that. You know what I mean? Because you wicked. You purposefully do it and maliciously do it against the Most High. Alright? You see that? So when he said pray for your enemies, that's what the church told you. So you'll pray for the white man. Pray for Dylan. Right? Pray for the troops. Right? That the Most High told you not to pray for the wicked. You understand? He said it even the wicked of Israel. He said we just read it. Don't make intercession for them. You see that? So what he's talking about when he said pray for your enemies, you know, you got those people that, you know, I can't stand being around that sister. Well, then why you call her sister then? You need to fix that. Pray for your enemies. Pray for them to despitefully use you and persecute you. Right? Because that happens in the truth. You know we human. You know when you gather a bunch of niggas together, there's going to be some problems. You see that? You put some sparks together, you're going to make a fire. Right? So if we run around here like sparks through stubble, we bump into each other, we're going to make fires. Well, how do we put that out? How do we calm that down? Pray for one another. You see that? You get brothers and sisters, you know, you give them a word and you correct them, and then they looking at you like, I can't stand that sister. Okay, well, I pray for you, though. See that? But so far as your enemies, do I pray for the cops? Hell no. You know what I mean? If it's an Israelite cop, hey, if the Most High hopefully show you a correct way, but most of them cops know better. You understand? They know what they're signing up for. They know what they're going to have to do. They watch the videos. They train with black targets. They train with, you know what I mean? Like when I yelled at old boy in the yard, right? Dude unsnapped his gun. Now he knew I wasn't wearing nothing but a t-shirt and some shorts and some flip-flops. But he unsnapped his gun out of taser, mace, right? Baton. He unsnapped his gun first. See that? He knew what he was out there to do. You understand? They was even trying to get old boy riled up, get back in the car, right? They was doing that because they wanted to kill some nigga. That's what they trained for. Do I pray for them? Hell nah. You understand? I hope your next time you try to shoot a brother, it explodes in your own face and blow half your face off and you live through it. That's what I hope. You understand? Don't pray for the wicked. What would we pray for them to do? You understand? I pray maybe Ezekiel 33 that they restore the pledge, give again what they had robbed, and start walking in the ways of righteousness. But what makes them wicked? That they're not going to do that. That's what makes them wicked. So for them, destruction to the wicked. You understand? We pray curses on them and destruction. Why? So that we can have actual peace in the earth. You see that? Let's see what else we got. 1 Corinthians 11, verse 5. And then 13 through 16 about the head covering. So let's go there. 1 Corinthians 11, verse 5. And that reads, "But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head. For that is even all one as if she were shaven." Right, so if you're going to come before the Most High and dishonor the dress code that he set up through this apostle, right? Through this man of the Spirit. Remember this. All your scripture was given to you by man. People be like, oh, man wrote that. Yes, the scripture says that. When you go to Peter's and talk, it tell you all scripture is given through inspiration of the Most High, and that holy men were moved by the Spirit to write these things. All right? And ain't none of them failed, so why not trust it? So when you get to this, yeah, put your head covering on when you pray or when you prophesy. When you pray or when you're talking about the word, you should have a head covering on. You're dealing with the Most High. He has a dress code. You understand? Your hair is the glory of your man. He don't need you showing off the glory of a man while you're supposed to be honoring him. All right? That ain't when you show off your man's glory in the presence of the Most High. No, you give glory to the Most High, so you cover your head up. All right? Because that's the same thing as if you was just a shaved bald chick running around. Look at Amber Rose. Don't nobody like her. Not for no brain she got in her head. Why? She's running around shaving her head. She look like a damn prostitute. See that? They shave their head. The prostitutes be shaving their head like that back in the day and probably even now, but so they can throw on a wig and be whatever you want them to be. Whatever fantasy gets you off, they go ahead and throw on a red wig, purple wig, pink wig, whatever. So that way their hair is just interchangeable, and then they ain't got to worry about, whatever infection they got and all that lice and everything like that. So they throw them wigs on, all right? Because they sleeping on whatever mattress or whatever bed and whatever. So, bed bugs and all that, they ain't getting all in their hair. So they shave their hair off. So he said, listen, if you going to come before the Most High with your head uncovered, then you might as well be a prostitute, man. You might as well come before him looking like a prostitute. Y'all see that? When you go to verse 13 through 16. Like I said, the Most High is not politically correct. We cannot be looking at the scriptures with a Western mind. You can't look at it with American mind state and be like, that's chauvinistic. Yes, it is. The Most High said it, the flock of his men, or the flock of his sheep are men. Right? That he deals with them first. He put an order down. It's been like that since the beginning of time. Since Genesis chapter 1, he said that the husband was going to rule over you. Why? Because of your curse. That's your curse. Our curse is having to deal with you. You understand? Any righteous man, he wants his woman to be on the exact same level as him, like Eve was with Adam. Where I can drop you in the middle of a war zone somewhere, and you gonna come out on top. I can drop you off in a bank somewhere, and you gonna come out with a loan, with a business prospect and things like that. You see that? While I'm on the other side of town in another bank hitting them up, right? Or I'm running a business over here, or I'm teaching over here, and while you at work over there, you teaching over there. You teaching sisters over there. Well, if I'm in the men's bathroom and I'm talking about the word, you should be in the women's bathroom talking about the word. See that? Not putting all the work on me. We want it to be like that. We don't want it to be like, I'm in the men's bathroom teaching the word, you in the women's bathroom doing the 69 with some chick. We want y'all to be at the same level. Y'all see that? So any righteous man is going to want that. But because of the curse, because y'all's curse was that your desire should be to your husband and he shall rule over you, right? That was y'all's curse. Our curse is that we're going to have to work this field, work the world in the sweat of our brow all day, including our woman. Y'all see that? Or including having to maintain and upkeep spiritually, mentally, psychologically our women. Y'all see that? So that's our curse, actually. We didn't have to do that at the beginning. It wasn't like that. Okay? So yeah, the Most High is not dealing politically correct no more. We brought this on ourselves. 11 verse, what was it? 13 through what? I lost the
16.
place.
1 Corinthians 11, chapter 13 through 16.
Oh, there it is, way up there. Okay. 11 verse 13 through 16. Judging yourselves, is it comely that a woman pray unto the Most High uncovered? So he's like, is it beautiful when a woman comes outside the dress code? Is it cool for you to go in the club with tennis shoes on or flip-flops? Is it cool if I go visit Donald Trump in the White House if I come up in there with some flip-flops on and some Bermuda shorts? Is it? Is that beautiful? Nah. Is it cool if I have a party that you're supposed to dress up for? You know what I mean? Oh, it's a black tie affair, right? And I come there in some flip-flops, toe jam hanging all out. You understand? Crust in my eyes, ain't brushed my teeth. Is that beautiful? No. Right?
Okay.
So is it beautiful that a woman come before the Most High with her head uncovered? Does she pray uncovered? No. All right. Let's see. So he's showing you it's not beautiful. He didn't say it's unlawful. He said it's not beautiful. It's not comely. Does not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? So he's showing you, man, if you got some long hair dude flipping his locks all over the place, that's not beautiful. You think he's a girl. You think he's effeminate, man. I know, that dude got some sugar in his tank. Y'all see that? That ain't somebody I'm going to walk down the street, a dark alley with, and he going to protect me. That ain't cute. Y'all see that? He said, so even nature itself tell you that. Common sense is what he's telling you. Tell you that. Verse 15, but if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her. So it's a glory for a woman to have long hair. Y'all see that? It said for her hair is given her for a covering. See that? It's given to her to cover her head. It's given to her to cover her body. When a cat is looking at her, that long hair be flowing down and covering the curve of her breast, right? Our sisters used to have the hair all the way down to their knees, man. You understand? So it covered the curves and things like that. Because, sisters be like, well, a dress could look inappropriate too. Well, not if you had hair covering up your curves. Not if you just had long, beautiful hair covering all that up. You see that? But see, in the presence of the Most High, he said, listen, put a covering on top of that. So if he's telling you in 1 second that your hair is given to you as a covering, but in verse 5, he said it's the same as if you were shaven. If you pray or prophesy with your hair uncovered, then he's clearly not telling you that your hair counts as the covering that you're coming to the Most High with. You understand? No, he's telling you, listen, if you're going to come without a covering on top of your hair, on top of that glory. See, that hair is the glory of a woman, right? That long hair is the glory of the woman. You don't display your own glory while you're trying to show the Most High glory. Y'all see that? Just like the man. It says the man's head is the glory of Christ, right? So you display Christ's glory before the Most High. So we pray with our head uncovered. That means, how many brothers like wearing hats? Well, you got to take that off. All right? So just, to show you there is fairness. It ain't like, oh, that's just unfair to women. Y'all trying to keep women in subjection. No. Because if brothers like wearing hats, brothers like wearing certain headgear, but you take that off when you're praying or prophesying. Oh, I don't want to take my hat off because my hair look off. Take your hat off in the presence of the Most High. You would do it when back in the 50s and everything, people would take it off for a woman walking in the room, right? You would take it off when the damn national anthem was playing. You take it off at a funeral, but you gonna sit there and wear your hat while you're talking to the Most High. Where you think these nations got that from to take their hat off? It's a sign of respect. Y'all see that? So you will come before the Most High. If that's why he's saying, doesn't nature teach you this? Because if it's a sign of respect in nature, in your natural man, to take your hat off, tip your hat to a lady, things like that. If it's a sign of respect in those arenas, why isn't it a sign of respect to the Most High? See that? So we got to understand the way the scriptures are trying to explain things to us. But if any man, verse 16, but if any man seem to be contentious, like if you want to fight about it, and you want to argue, and you're going to leave the truth if we make you wear a head covering, check it out. He said, we have no such custom, neither in the churches of the Most High. So he's showing you, listen, we ain't going to fight about this. That custom of the church is not to be contentious. We ain't going to sit here and fight and make you do this. You either do it or you don't, but you're going to have to deal with the Most High because an apostle said it. A man of the Most High is the one that told you put the head covering on. And then for a man to take his head covering off. All right? What else we got? This. Okay. Being a shift worker, how should I deal with my shift running into the Sabbath? Being a shift worker, how should I deal with my shift running into the Sabbath? Keep it holy. Just like the commandment said in Exodus chapter 20. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Alright? If your shift run into the Sabbath, you can still have a holy mindset. You can still do holy things. You do not have to be a niggard while you're at work. Alright?
Got it.
So keep it holy. No sex, no carnal pleasure, stuff like that. Yeah, she said that's what they did to Sean Bell. 51 rounds and the black cop fired the first shot. Of course. How to keep the Sabbath at home. Last week. Okay. You're the one I think the sister emailed you or she's getting that packet together for you to do the Sabbath. I'm gonna make sure that they get that out to you for Fonia Cialto. All right, we're gonna make sure they get that packet out to you because it goes to the ceremony that we do. We don't televise the ceremony we do. That's for those that make it to class. But if you're not in class, we can get you the packet. So I'm gonna double check and make sure that sister got you the packet sent out. 1 Timothy 2 verse 9, should we not wear jewelry at all or just not overdo it? What all the scriptures are showing you, like we read in Philippians, let your moderation be known before all men. So when you read 1 Timothy 2 and 9, and it says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel. So you be modest about it. All right? Moderation. Those are the same thing. It's telling you, you don't got to overdo it. You don't got to get crazy with it. Why? Because it causes a distraction. Remember, this is Paul writing these letters, head coverings, not head coverings, moderation of apparel to keep order in the church, man. You know what I mean? We sit here teaching right now and say some woman come in and she got the whole African Bumbata head wrap that goes all the way up to the ceiling, and she got the long train that take 20 minutes for her to get in the door. Well, we're going to have to sit here and wait for her. Everybody going to be oohing and awing and everything. And when do we teach in class? You see that? Well, when do we teach in class when she got all the tinkling ornaments and she just coming in like that? Our sisters dressed to the nines. When you read Isaiah 3 verse 15 down, right? You find out our sisters used to dress, man. Tinkling ornaments and all these different things. But in the church, come on, man. If you come through the class, you're going to distract from class. So dress in modest apparel. You do that out there in the world. Get all the attention you want. You know what I mean? Get all the oohs and ahs. You know, you think of what they wear on the fashion runways and stuff like that, right? Wearing the big poofy hats and they wearing these big long dresses and doing all this stuff like that. And everybody in there. Can you teach class while all that's going on? While the paparazzi popping cameras and people running up asking for autographs because they think you somebody? No, you can't teach class during that, right? So, modest apparel. Tone it down a little bit when you come in. See that? So, you know, the sisters in here, y'all doing good so far. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody coming in with their wedding dress on just to come to class. Right? It causes distraction. At the same time, modest apparel, meaning having to do with being shamefaced, having to do with, oh, you know what? This skirt is too short. Let me make sure I don't wear that. All right? So we don't have sisters coming in they poom-poom shorts either. You know, there's a healthy balance right in between dressing elaborately and then dressing with nothing. You understand? No, there's a nice healthy balance right in between where you can wear a dress, throw a head covering on, come in. Y'all see that? Let's see. In like manner also that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness, so we went over that, and sobriety, clear-minded, not with braided hair, right? Or gold or pearls or costly array. So she ain't got to come in and all the other sisters, oh, where you get that necklace at? Oh, like, hey, I'm trying to teach up here. Hello? Shalom? Hello? Mic check? You know what I mean? Because everybody, ooh, look at that ring. Ooh, look at that jewelry. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you gonna distract from the whole class. You can wear the jewelry when it's time to get fancy. You can do all that when it's time to get crazy. And go to when you want to go to the club if you still do that. When you want to go out to a ball or whatever you're doing, when you're doing grown folk business out there, you can do that. But for the class, for church, come on, man. You don't need all that. Most High don't need all that. You understand? All right. So because again, that's once again you're taking the glory from the Most High and putting it on you, showing off your own glory. Understood? All right, so you know he knew we used to dress a certain way, look a certain way, but he wanted you to do it modestly, moderately. What?
Just that's you. I need Matz's house number.
Oh, he's coming?
No, he's not gonna be able to. We're not gonna street speed today.
Clearly.
Yeah.
We have no people. There's nobody here for that. So yeah, no, it's not a sin. Somebody texted me, do women have to wear head coverings? Yeah. Can we wear makeup and earrings? Is it a sin to wear makeup? No, none of those are sins. Sisters used to, like I said, read Isaiah 3 verse 15 down. Y'all used to do it big. Y'all used to wear, used to even have little perfume bottles dangling from your dresses and things like that. You know, that now they do it as a necklace. They put a little necklace and they got a little perfume oil thing right here. You know, y'all used to have all that, man. All right? They have boxes of ointments and things like that y'all wore in your garments. And it looked, everything looked nice, was well put together. So, no, it wasn't a problem. But what he's saying is, in the church, when y'all come together to be taught, to be learning the word of the Most High, especially on your Sabbaths and things like that, you don't need to take all the attention off the ceremony going on and everything like that, and everybody, ooh, look at her. You understand? You leave that for at home. You leave that for when you go out, when you go deal with the world, you show off your beauty to them. Make them want to be Hebrews, all right?
Elaborating on something, priest, that you spoke about earlier there about the question that the young lady that asked.
Go ahead.
I'm just elaborating on the question she had asked earlier about praying for your enemies. That same confusion I used to have too until I began to study and read, and it was very obvious to me that Christ was speaking to Israel, because that's who he gathered together. Was Israel. Remember when he fed the 5,000? Then he spoke to him on the mount. Please correct me there did he speak to those multitude of people?
On the beach, yeah.
Right.
He was speaking to 5,000 people, yeah.
Right, they were all Israelites, and he gave all those blessings. He said, blessed, be the peacemakers, and all that he spoke to the Israelites. See, I've heard that, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, and he went on to say, to love our enemies, if they mistreat you, to love them. Yeah, that's what he was saying. He was speaking that to the Israelites. Because I had that same confusion before. I thought he was talking about just everybody. So I'm just elaborating on that.
Right. Nah, good point. Because you got to understand that when we're dealing with the other nations and everything, they're gonna use that as an opportunity to walk all over you. You understand?
Oh yes.
They're gonna use that as the quickest opportunity to walk all over you and take everything you got and rob, rape, and murder. Come on, look what they did with America, man. The Native Americans was loving their enemies. Yeah, come on in, man. We don't build fences up. Y'all come on in. Y'all eat what you need to. We're going to teach you how to grow crops and save you from starvation and all that stuff, right?
Okay.
And there was that one Indian that was just like, we need to kill all of these nasty pale faces. Right?
Okay.
They have that anyway. It'll be easy. We can wipe them out and they won't come back. Y'all see that? But, what were we doing? Oh, we need to, some coon was in there talking about we need to love them. I'm going to completely misunderstand what the Most High was talking about. Love my enemies. Y'all see that?
Okay.
And so what? Now we here in America under Trump. A few hundred years later, right? Why? Because Native Americans didn't handle their business, man. Alright, so he's not talking about love your enemies like that so they could come wipe you out, stomp your kids out, burn you alive. Alright? What was that?
No, I was just thinking, when I was in the military, that was something that was never said to me, was to go pray for our enemy.
Right. They don't tell you that in the Army, Navy, Air Force, none of that, right? Oh, what we gonna do? We gonna form a defensive line of prayer. Roll the tanks around, right? Roll the tanks around in front, right? Aim them at the enemy. We gonna shoot prayers at them. They don't do that, right? You ain't over there working out and doing hand-to-hand combat training so you can go out there and be like, hold on. You know what I mean? They got you praying in the military.
It's a great example. It was.
Yeah.
But when you come into church, it's like, and I remember that a sister that I went to church with, it was always pray for the peace of Israel, pray for it. She still does it, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, how do you, that's why I was asking, how do you,
Yeah.
how do you know?
Remember Romans 15:4, the things that were written aforetime were written for our learning, right? What did David do? Did he pray for his enemies?
No.
You know what I mean? Hey, Goliath out here talking mess for like a whole month. Oh, okay, I'm going to pray for him. Yeah, here's some bread and cheese. I'm going to pray for that nigga. He off. Right? Samson, did that happen? The Philistines are upon you. Let us pray. Moses, part the Red Sea, we got across, right? Oh, the Egyptians is behind us. Let's pray for them. I hope they make it too. Noah, any of them? I mean, you had Abraham, right? But see, what you don't know is when Abraham was praying for Sodom and Gomorrah was his friends. He didn't know what wickedness they was doing in their cities, man. You understand? Nah, they were his friends at first. When we read what we read yesterday, right? We went over how he saved them. He saved Sodom and Gomorrah and the 5 cities from those 4 kings that had taken them captive with his nephew Lot. Right? They were at one time his allies. That's why he was praying for them. You see that? He wasn't praying for them because he was like, oh, Yahweh, don't kill them nasty faggots over there. They don't know what they do. No, he didn't know what was going on over there. They were his buddies at first. You see that? So that's the thing. When you look at now, there ain't no point where we pray for our enemies like that. You understand? He said it. There is no peace for the wicked. Don't even ask me. Don't even make intercession for them. He told a lot of prophets that, hey, these are all children of Adam. Yeah, so what? I only chose me one grape. The other nations are like a drop in a bucket, man. They are spittle. You see that? So,
just on that point.
What's that?
Isaiah 48:22.
Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 48, verse 22. Just on that point. It says, there's no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked.
Right. Y'all see that? So they don't have peace coming for them. The Most High said it. What am I going to do? I'm going to beg him to have peace. Want that? Oh, Yahweh, please don't kill America. Don't wipe them out. They didn't mean it. Yeah, they did. He know. He knew. They knew. They know they mean it. Well, he did the World Conference Against Racism in 2012, and the Africans were sitting there talking about we want reparations for the slaves. America walked out. Israel walked out. Both the ambassadors walked out. Why? Because America know it. Okay, well, if we go ahead and give reparations for that, well, we didn't pay for Africans. We paid for Negroes. That's what we called them when they came over here. We paid for the Jews, the real Jews. Oh, well, Israel got to walk out because if they say that, then everybody gonna know we ain't the real Jews. Y'all see that? Yeah. So they walked out. They didn't even honor that with a no. They didn't honor that with a response. You see that? So what we gonna pray for? They know better. Ain't that their cliche? When you know better, you do better. That's their thing. They know better and they don't do better. What's that?
My question on that was when they asked America for reparations for the slaves when the Africans did it, that was like one of those UN meetings, pretty much. So you had like a lot of higher ups for the countries. So of course they know that it wasn't Africans that were being sold. So were the Africans trying to set them up? Like in a way, like...
No, the Africans was trying to get money.
Oh, okay, so they was trying to be slick.
Yeah, they was trying to be slick. Like, yeah, you have all of... They didn't ask for us back. They asked for the reparations for us.
Oh, okay.
Like, they didn't say, hey, let's do like Marcus Garvey was doing, and let's get all these ships, and let's ship our African brothers back over here. No, they just wanted the money. Well, what you want money for? We already paid you. We already paid for you. We ain't gonna pay you twice. See that?
Okay.
Then we didn't buy Africans. We bought niggas. That's what they know. All they signed a cargo of fine, healthy Negroes. Didn't say Africans.
That's right.
See that? Didn't say fresh from Ghana. A fine cargo of healthy Ghanaians or whatever you say that word. Right? No, it said Negroes. Blacks. You understand?
Got it.
So they knew. They were Confederate. When you read Psalms 83, they were Confederate. They all agreed. The people of Tyre, the people of Zidon, the Edomites, they all agreed on how they was going to destroy Israel. You understand? When you read Joel 3, they all agreed on how they was going to sell his goodly precious things and how they was going to sell a boy for a harlot and a girl that they may drink. They agreed on this. So it wasn't like they did it ignorantly. Like, what Christ told about Israel, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Right? They didn't do it ignorantly. They knew what they was trying to do. All the books we got, now, when you go in that Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, right? They've been known that they trying to bring about the apocalypse, man. Esau loved doing stuff like that. They love being Steve Irwin and sticking their head in alligators' mouths and seeing how long it's going to take before he bite their damn head off and trying to tame lions with chairs. You know what I mean? They like doing that stuff. You don't see niggas doing that. Even in Africa, the Africans don't even do that stuff. Like, watch me stick my head in this lion mouth. They don't do that. White people do that. You understand? They've been trying to bring about the end of the earth. So they knew what they were doing. Look at this, watch. Let me find that page, man. It said, page 188. This is Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, page 188. Y'all gotta study these books, man. Y'all gotta study and get in these histories. It said Duran lived during a time when apocalyptic hopes flourished in some parts of the New World. So they had apocalyptic hopes. Who the hell has apocalyptic hopes? You hope for the apocalypse.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
See that? Amos told you, woe to them that desire the day of the Lord. The day of the Lord is not darkness, or is not light, but darkness. Right? It said, but those were the hopes of a militant, even if sometimes unorthodox, Catholicism. In Peru in the 1560s and 70s, a Dominican friar called Francisco de la Cruz had declared himself the Messiah of a New World Christianity, which had to fight a war to the death against the Indians in order to bring on the final redemption. What the hell? Why would you want to bring Christ and the angels down on your head? See that? Said because they were the lost tribes of Israel. So we use that to show that the Native Americans are Israelites. But also what you're seeing is these niggas love death. They love tempting death.
Whites do that. You know, you'll hear, if I remember right, and I do, Charles Manson was trying to bring on that racial war.
Yeah, race wars.
Yeah, and so that the blacks would be destroyed because he said that they were going to be ruling, and he didn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
So he would use verbiage of some black people to get white people to blame black people and bring on Armageddon.
Now you got to think why they didn't kill him, because he looked crazy. So when he's telling you all that truth, the white people know that they're trained on from the birth. He's telling you all that truth. You like, oh, he crazy. You don't know what he's talking about. No, this is what they teach white people, and when they start spitting all that truth, they lock them up. They don't kill them like they do us. They lock them up. And if they look crazy, okay, we're going to lock them up. If they look serious, oh, we got to kill them. Snowden? No, we got to kill him. That's why he ran off to Russia. You know what I'm saying? That's why he over there. He probably over there right now hiding still. Because, they'll take Snowden seriously. He got blonde hair and everything like that. Come on, man. He don't look like a crazy person with 666 tattooed in his forehead and all that. Nah, they're going to take him seriously. They got to kill him. JFK, we got to kill him. But when a crazy white man starts saying that, this makes us look better. This won't take the focus off him. They just won't be like, he's a conspiracy theorist nut. See that? But they know these things. They know what they got over here. Charles Manson knew that we was the real Jews. He knew we was the chosen people of God. But as long as he's saying that looking like Einstein's stepbrother, ain't nobody gonna take him seriously. You see that? So we just lock him up. But when JFK came out there talking about there ain't gonna be no secret societies, and he in a suit and everybody love him. Ooh, what you mean? You just gonna put us on blast? Okay. We're gonna put you on blast too. Blast your brains all over your wife. You understand? So we gotta know how this society works. They know these things. Charles Manson wasn't crazy. He knew exactly what he was doing. This Francisco de la Cruz wasn't crazy. They knew exactly what they was doing. They crazy for what they're doing. You know who they trying to go against. But are they crazy like insane nut jobs? No. You understand? They're not retarded. They're doing this stuff on purpose. It's in their nature that they want to tempt death. They want to make friends with it. Y'all see that? You read that in Wisdom of Solomon, the 1st chapter. He says, the Most High made not death, neither has he pleasure in the destruction of the wicked, but ungodly men with their works called it to them. They called death to them when they thought to have it their friend. See that? I ain't got no fear of death. Nigga, you should. There's nothing good happening to you after that. You see that? You're going to get paid back for all that wickedness you did. Y'all believe in karma. It's funny, they believe in karma, but they don't think nothing's going to happen to them for all the stuff they did.
Right.
Where you get that? Even if you don't believe in the Most High, you believe in karma. What goes around comes around. You don't think it's coming around? When has the white man been put in 400 years of slavery, death, and oppression? Consecutively. So, they got it coming, right? Whether you believe in the Most High or karma or whatever, the universe, whatever you want to believe in, right? You believe that what goes around comes around. Whatever you sow, you're going to reap, right? Don't write a check your ass can't cash. You believe in one of those sayings. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, you believe in some kind of retribution, right? Well, since the white man ain't been put in 400 years of slavery, death, and rape, and robbery, and murder, that means they got it coming.
Yes, it does.
All right.
I was looking at the Ruby Ridge. I don't know if you remember that, but this white family separatists. The wife was really heavy into Revelation, and she took her own literal interpretation of it. And
You said Ruby Ridge?
Ruby Ridge. It involved Randy Weaver and his family.
Okay.
And they had moved to this mountaintop to separate themselves. And the wife was using Revelation about daughter of Babylon and all this, and she even sent a letter to the government with daughter of, Babylon on it, addressing it to.
Wow.
And the FBI, he missed a court date, okay? And they were in the mountains, they would carry guns because they hunt, all that stuff,
Right.
but also for protection. So all in all, it looked like, okay, what's wrong with that? We have the right to bear arms, we can, do that.
Right.
Well, the FBI didn't like that because 60 miles away was the Aryan nations. Okay, and Weaver used to take his family down there for their family picnics.
Dang.
So the FBI got hold of it, and he also sawed off shotguns, okay?
Right.
An FBI informant induced him to do that, which is a felony.
Right.
So that's basically all he was guilty of, okay? He wasn't selling the shotguns, he just sawed it off. He wasn't part of the Aryan nation, he just took his family there on picnics. And it was kind of a guilt by association that he drew all the FBI, ATF power down on his little mountain, okay? His little Walton's Mountain that he had.
Right.
And they took out his son, 14 years old, okay? They took out his wife, the one who, was interpreting Revelations and all this stuff. They shot her. The FBI agent or something got killed, But this allowed them to come down on them like that. This allowed the government to come down on them like that.
Right.
So they really drew down their own death, okay? By almost saying that they were the true Jews.
Right.
Okay, Aryan Nation believes that they're the true Jews and everybody else is fake. But they don't believe in Jews. They don't like Jews. They don't like
Jews, but they believe they're the true Jews.
Yeah, that's almost documentary. That's what it was saying.
Wow, that's a confusion right there.
That is mass confusion. But just look at the death they drew down on themselves.
Yeah.
Their family.
Yeah.
And
just by saying they was Jews.
Just by saying.
Yeah, because Esau wants they want to bring Christ through them clouds, man. They think they're ready for him.
Yeah.
You see that? What else? Is it wrong to sell in seasons like Christmas as an Israelite? No. Matter of fact, we do it all the time. It's a perfect time of year to get in them, because that's when they open and ready to spend all their money. So we keep our business open during Christmas times and all that stuff like that, because we're not celebrating Christmas with them. We're just being a shop. They're gonna buy from somewhere. It's part of what we went through last night, being wise as serpents, harmless as doves. All right.
Go ahead.
2 Timothy 3 verse 1 through 9. Please explain.
Second Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. Second Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters.
So you gotta take it slow. In the last days, perilous times, dangerous times is gonna happen. All right.
Okay.
It said, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves." Right. Everybody doing selfies. Everybody want to be everybody want to do do whatever their own pleasure, whatever they want to feel like doing. Right.
Okay.
I'm a pedophile. It's my lifestyle choice. Right? I'm gay. It's my lifestyle choice. I want to be identified as a damn dolphin. I want to get a fin and swim underwater all day. Okay, well, that's what you doing. You lovers of your own selves. They don't care about nobody else. Just selfish as hell. See that? Oh, I'm a man. I want to identify as a woman and go in the girl's bathroom. So you don't care about nobody watching you pee standing up. You don't care about no little girls having to see your dingling already. You don't care about none of that. At this young of age, she should be seeing that. You just want to identify with whatever makes you happy. See that? So they're lovers of their own selves. Go ahead.
Covetous.
They're covetous. They want everything that ain't theirs. Right? Go ahead.
Boasters.
Boasters, right? And then they brag about it.
You see that
Gay
on Snapchat.
pride. Huh?
I was gonna say, you see that on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook all the time. They're boasting about something.
Yeah. That's what all this is for, is to make the wicked more evident, man. You know what I mean? Look at me, I'm giving food to the homeless. You know what I mean? Probably snatch it back and roll up their old table and leave right after they screenshot. You know what I mean? But like, they're boasters, man.
Go ahead.
Read.
Proud.
Proud. Go ahead.
Blasphemers.
Blasphemers. Oh, there ain't no God. Oh, there ain't no Jesus Christ wasn't real. All that stuff like that. Blasphemers, man.
The Jews are white.
Right. All that.
Okay. Disobedient to parents.
Right. They don't obey the people that taught them. Right.
Okay.
They don't want to, whether spiritual parents or actual parents, they don't want to obey nothing. They don't want no authority figures over them. Right. That's what day we living in. Read on.
Unthankful.
Unthankful, right? Nobody care about thanking the person that showed them how to do something, right? Oh, that 12 tribe sign is off. Oh, this is off. Oh, y'all don't do the book of Enoch. Oh, y'all don't break bread. Y'all, like, where's the thank you for us teaching you how to not be a nigger, though? Where's the thank you for us teaching you that you was an Israelite and that you were a child of God and teaching you how to study so that you can look up that Esau not the white man? Where's the thanks? Y'all see that?
Go ahead.
They unthankworthy. Go ahead.
Unholy.
Unholy. No cleanliness. Go ahead.
Without natural affection. Truce breakers. False accusers. Incontinent. Fierce. Despisers of those that are good. Traitors.
Right, so they fierce, right? They don't care about women and children, nothing like that. They're nothing sacred. They're what? Truce breakers?
Truce breakers.
Right, they break their promises. They don't keep their word. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Traitors.
Traitors, sellouts, coons, Ben Carsons. Go ahead.
Heady.
Right?
I was going to say that sheriff too. That Milwaukee sheriff.
Who that? Oh, yeah. I forgot his name.
Oh man, he's a real coon.
Oh, yeah.
They always have him on Fox News.
Yeah.
It's this little Milwaukee sheriff, man. He's bald headed with the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super sellout.
Man, huge. Worse than Carson. High-minded. Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God.
See that? They love their pleasures. They love having sex more. Oh, the Sabbath ain't that day. You can have sex on the Sabbath. Right? You love pleasure more than you love the Most High, man. He told you not to do your own pleasure on that day. Isaiah 58:13. Right? He told you there should be no sodomite of the children of Israel. In Deuteronomy, right? He told you a man can't have sex with another man, but you love pleasure more than you love the Most High. Going right along with that Mark 7:6 we read last night. Go ahead.
I was gonna say too, with the lovers of pleasures, like everybody's doing drugs now. Everybody, and that's like their only way. That's like their only form of pleasure. So it's like when you talk to a lot of people, they'll be like, "I can't wait to get off work so I can go smoke," or "I can't get off work so I can go drink."
Right.
Or I can't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they take pleasures in things that it's like, why are you taking pleasure in that? You know?
Right. Exactly. Read on.
And it says, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. Having a form of godliness.
See, they got their own form of godliness. Oh, I'm spiritual, right? Are you spiritual, but you don't read the Bible? You don't read the Holy Spirit. How are you spiritual? I believe in a higher power, but I don't believe in the God of the Bible. What higher power you believe in? If I punch you in the face, are you going to start worshiping me? Because I'm a higher power? What the hell are you talking about? Y'all see that?
Go
ahead.
But denying the power thereof.
See, but they deny the power of the Most High. Go ahead.
It's like, from such turn away.
Yeah, you're supposed to turn away from those people. Just leave them the hell alone. Leave all them crystal rock people alone. Leave all them witches alone. Leave all them, I'm a gymnosophist. You know what I mean? I like to walk around butt naked and go to the gym. Leave all them alone, man. That's a form of godliness, but it's not. It is denying the power of the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 6. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins.
See, they like to go. They're the ones that like to go deal with other men's wives and go whisper in her ear and make themselves sound sexy to them. Y'all see that?
Okay.
They like to do that and try to win her over to them, and then oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, I would. We had a family in San Antonio get torn apart by that, man. You know what I mean? Actually, two twins get torn apart by that. Dude crept up into the one girl's ear, and her sister in the camp, and then the other one, she looking for, she got her husband in the camp. Then the other one, she was still single. Dude crept up in her ear talking about, yeah, the camp's off, da 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 da. You know what I mean? Now it's like, oh, she don't deal with, now she online talking about that. I don't deal with camps and this and that. It's like, nigga, you never dealt with a camp. You was never in one. What are you talking about? You don't know about camp life. Camp doctrine is off. Who told you that? Because you never went to a camp. Your sister did. But you ain't been in no camp. See that?
Got it.
So it's like they creep into silly women's houses. Silly, defenseless. That's what that word means. Silly means defenseless, dopey, empty-headed, stuff like that. All right? Okay. They don't have no defense because they ain't got no scriptures to show them. Like, well, what about Hebrews 10:25? What about how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell in unity? Or what about gather together, O nation not desire? They don't have no defense, so they silly. So they creep into these silly, stupid women's houses, right? That's laden with lust. They just want to get one off, so they like, oh yeah, well you a man, so I'm just gonna listen to everything you say because I just want to get you in bed anyway. See that? Like what we was talking about last night. You don't want to be like one of these women where you just fall for any kind of man or any kind of male because, he got a ding-a-ling. Y'all see that? They laden with lust. So they creep into these women's houses because what? Oh, she want to have sex with me, so she'll believe whatever I tell her. See that? She lonely, so otherwise she just going to be floating around out there. Y'all see that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Led away with diverse lusts.
Right.
Verse 7. ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
They always studying some stuff, right? But they never come to the knowledge of the truth, right? You got these cats, even if they ain't studying the Bible, some of them. Oh yeah, I break down this in the Hebrew, and I looked at the Strong's number H9935, and it says this and this and that. But how come you can't come street speak? How come you ain't never taught nobody? How come you never have a congregation? Where's that? You know what I mean? You ever learning, you always learning something. You know what I mean? Oh, I got this new science thing I'm developing. I got this new app that I'm developing, and I know this and this and that, and I know what happened in ancient Egypt and all this. But you can never come to the knowledge of the truth. The ancient aliens guy, right? They start turning into the ancient aliens guy. Every time it come down to professing you're an Israelite, it was aliens. I'm not gonna profess that the real Jews built the pyramids in Egypt. No, that must have been the aliens, right? You know what I mean? Like they always do that. They always lean on that because they always learning about something, but they never come into the knowledge of the truth that will bring them to righteousness. See that? Oh, I was reading through the scriptures, and God. It says God is love, man. So He must literally love everybody. He loves all His creation. I read God made not death, neither has He pleasure in the destruction of the living. So it ain't Him to be destroying people and this and that and everything like that. So we must all be good in His eyes. I can do what I want. What the hell? That's not the truth. You ever learning, but you still stupid. See that? Read on.
Verse 8. Now as Jannes and Jambres withstood Moses.
Those are the two magicians that came throwing their staffs down to Moses, and they turned into snakes just like his did. Just like they withstood Moses. Go ahead.
So do these also resist the truth.
These people that he's talking about, they also resist the truth. They're like, well, where's your God? Okay, if God's real, then let me say F God and shoot at the Bible, and let me see if He do anything to me. Well, if you were to open the Bible instead of shooting at it with your AK-47, you might see that He let the wicked build up. He let you do all that. You understand? We just read it, Ecclesiastes 8:11, right? Yeah, He ain't gonna execute sentence on the evil work right away. He gonna let you keep doing more and more wicked, so everybody know why you caught this butt whooping. You know what I mean? How he get struck by a lightning bolt? Wasn't he wearing rubber shoes? And it hit him sideways. I ain't never seen nobody get hit directly in the penis by a lightning bolt before. Like, yeah, well, now you have. That's when God don't like you. Like, and he was in the shower. He wasn't even outside. Y'all see that? Well, that's when God don't like you. When you take a semi and you in your apartment building and the semi fly off the highway and hit you, it hit your room. He don't like you. When a tornado come through your complex and wipe out just about everything in your room. Right? Touch everything you like. Just PlayStation gone. TV gone. Car gone. Right? And you just standing there watching it happen and they hit you. He don't like you. Y'all see that? Yeah. See, they gonna be like this in the last time until the Most High whoop that ass. You understand? They gonna be like this. They gonna act like, oh, I can blaspheme against the Most High. I can say what I want against the Most High. He ain't gonna do nothing. I can withstand him. Your God don't do nothing. Look, I did this, I did that. I shot up the Bible. I crip walked all over Jesus' picture and all that. I wore fringes and went and had sex with another dude. All that. Nothing happened. Okay. Wait for it. I don't watch too many videos, man. You know, people cringe at the faces of death videos. I'll be over there like, dang, I can't believe the Most High do that to people. Yeah, the stuff he He just does, man. It's like, you know, the one they used to put on the TV commercial for Faces of Death, right? They showed a couple. It's like a 50s couple, the dude in the suit and the girl in the dress, and they walking toward the train tracks or whatever, and he stopped and let his girl keep walking, and the train just bashed her all the way back to the camera. You're like, whoa, why didn't he grab her? What happened? I thought this was the age of chauvinism and chivalry and all that, right? What happened to Leave It to Beaver's dad? What happened to that guy? You let her get bashed by an old train. Y'all see that? That's when God don't like you. You see that? When the peacefulest creature on the planet, the stingray, stabs you in the heart and rips your damn heart out.
Wow.
Steve Irwin, right? God don't like you. Like, okay, keep tempting me, man. Keep playing with me. You know, stick your head in the lion's mouth. He ain't gonna get you.
You know,
I ain't gonna defile that alligator like that. I ain't gonna have him eat your white ass. Let that stingray rip your damn heart out. That's what I'm gonna do. Y'all see that? He got ways, man. But they think because he doesn't do it right away, they get to say something against him. See that? What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, when I heard he died, I was like, man, I swear, I thought a crocodile got him. I thought a snake got him.
Yeah, like nobody thought like, oh, that's sad. They were like, I wonder how it happened.
Yeah, it was like, oh man, yeah, because you knew it was.
You knew it was gonna happen.
You knew it was. It was like, it was just kind of messed up because you wasn't gonna be able to see these crocodiles no more.
Yeah.
But you know, like the way he did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, when he passed, it was like, oh man, I bet a crocodile got him or a snake bit him. It's like a stingray. Damn.
Yeah. Every time you watch that
like
show, it's like he crawling on the side of a cliff with his wife trying to find this new species of snake, and he just gonna stick his hand off in the dark hole where this poisonous, deadliest snake live, and fish around looking for it in the dark. You know what I mean? And his wife over there hanging onto the cliff, and she almost fall off the cliff, and you sitting there like, oh, that's gonna kill him for sure.
Yeah.
Then, dang, he gonna be back next week. You know what I mean? But after all that, a stingray.
Yep.
The one they let kids play with at the damn aquarium that you can pet. Right? Stabs you in the heart. You deserve that. I'm laughing at you. God don't like you. Yahweh hates you. Read on.
Men of corrupt minds.
Yeah, these are men of corrupt minds. Their mind is off, man. They're sealed with a hot iron. Go ahead.
Reprobate concerning the faith.
They're rejects. Concerning the faith of the Most High, concerning the scriptures, the Most High has already rejected them. Go ahead.
But they shall proceed no further.
But they ain't gonna prosper in life. They ain't gonna go no further, right? Oh, you can get last season of Crocodile Hunter out, and then we're gonna put an end to that abruptly. Y'all see that? Oh yeah. You gonna keep dressing like a faggot, right, Prince? You gonna keep dressing like a faggot. You think you gonna live forever being a vegetarian, but I'm gonna kill your ass in the elevator anyway. Right? He got ways to get you. Nobody thought, Prince, he was a vegetarian. There's no way he had heart problems, but the Most High know how to get you. Even if you think it's a government conspiracy or whatever, he used the government to kill him. Y'all see that? He know how to get you. Go ahead.
But they shall proceed no further.
Right, you ain't gonna proceed no further. Read.
For their folly shall be manifest unto all men.
See that? Your wickedness, your stupidity, your ignorance, right? Your retardation is gonna be seen before all men. Like I said, that crocodile hunter is a perfect example, right? Nobody I talked to when I heard the crocodile hunter died was talking about, oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah, right.
Everybody was just like, how? That was the first question.
You know,
it wasn't like, what? It was how.
You know what's funny about when he died, his wife, because they were like, should we release the video or not? And then his wife was like, don't release it, because it was like, she was pretty much saying it was really stupid how he died. Like,
Yeah, she had it.
Tripping.
Yeah, she had it blocked basically because it was already released.
Oh, damn.
Cats was already watching it. It had already went viral. You know what I mean?
Got
They didn't get stabbed. I didn't get to see it though. That's the problem. You know what I mean? They had blocked it before I got to see it, but it was going viral. That dude got stabbed right in the heart with a stingray. Then he pulled the damn. Now he knows. He studies animals, so he knew that the thing had barbs on it that go the other way, the opposite direction of the tail, so that when you stick in there, you should cut the tail off, pull it through. You understand, like an arrow. But the dude pulled it out. They said the stingray stinging him in the heart didn't kill him. Is when he pulled it out and it ripped his heart open.
Right.
So your folly, your stupidity gonna be known before everybody, man. You ever learning but never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. How you learn all this stuff about all these animals and not know not to pull the barb out of your heart?
That's what kills you.
Yeah, and not wait until you go to the doctor and he pull it out. Yeah, your stupidity gonna be known before all men. Was that it?
Oh, kind of, sir. As theirs also was.
Right, verse 9, right?
Kind of, sir.
Okay, so what was that question? Yeah, they just wanted the explanation. Hopefully that helped you out for detraining Benjamite. Is there a video where you speak on what the mark of the beast is and whether or not it's here? Yeah, if you just type in mark of the beast, ISBHPK, you'll be able to find it. Hopefully the sister can be able to copy and paste that video. You just copy and paste the video link in from there and put it on the chat right there.
Hey, you know when you tell his name, D. Trini Benjamite,
Mm-hmm.
you'll say Did Trini Benjamite.
Did Trini?
Did Trini.
Oh, okay. I want to talk like that. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah. All right. So if that's it with questions, anybody in class have any other questions? All right. Well, let's get into this reading then. Really only got divided up for 4, right?
Should 3.
Oh yeah. Can't count now. 3, right?
Okay.
So yeah.
It's Numbers chapter 4, verse 21.
All right, so you read these first 2 sections right here. For the first and second reader, you read for the third and fourth reader. I'll read for the fourth, fifth. We'll see. Yeah, you read for the third and fourth. I'll read for the fifth, sixth, and seventh. All right.
Number 4, 21, right?
Yeah, Numbers chapter 4, verse 21. And we're reading all the way through to Numbers 5, verse 2.
5, verse 2.
So we are beginning the Sabbath reading. We like y'all questions, man. Keep studying. All right. Keep hitting us with those questions. We love them. All right.
Okay.
Even though I sound hostile sometimes, it's just because I get excited over the prospect of being able to knock down some of these doctrines and stuff like that. I know y'all ain't debating me and stuff like that, but you know, I get excited over that prospect. Let's see. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, Numbers chapter 5, verse 21. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Also take a census of the sons of Gershon by their father's house, by their families, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old. You shall number them.
Right. So we say count the count the men of the family of Gershon. Gershon was one of the Levitical priests. So from 30 years old to 50 years old was when you could enter the priesthood, when you had to do the service of the priesthood. Go ahead.
All who enter to perform the service and to do the work in the tabernacle of meeting. Verse 24. This is the service of the families of the Gershonites in serving and carrying. They shall carry the curtains of the tabernacle
and the tabernacle of meeting with its covering, the covering of badger skins that is on it, the screen for the door of the tabernacle of meeting, the screen for the door of the gate of the court, the hangings of the court which are around the tabernacle and altar, and their cords, all the furnishings for their service, and all that is made for those things, so shall they serve. Verse 27.
All right, so the family of the Gershonites, they had a certain office. They dealt with the curtains and the hangings and all that stuff like that. They dealt with keeping that stuff clean, keeping it changed out, opening, closing, everything like that, with the curtains and the hangings that were in the temple, in the tabernacle. All right?
Okay.
Number 4:27. Aaron and his sons shall assign all the service of the sons of the Gershonites, all their task and all their service. And you shall appoint to them all their tasks as their duty. This is the service of the families of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of meeting. Numbers chapter 4, verse 27. At the appointment of Aaron and his sons shall be all the service of the sons of the Gershonites, and all their burdens, and in all their service, and ye shall appoint unto them in charge of their burdens. This is the service of the families of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of the congregation, and their charge shall be under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron, the priest. As for the sons of Merari, you shall number them after their families, by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, shalt thou number them. Every one that entereth into the service to do the work of the tabernacle of the congregation. Verse 31. And this is the charge of their burden, according to all their service in the tabernacle of the congregation. The boards of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and sockets thereof, and the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords, with all their instruments, and with all their service. And by name ye shall reckon the instruments of the charge of their burden. This is the service of the families of the sons of Merari, according to all their service in the tabernacle of the congregation, under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron, the priest. And Moses and Aaron and the chief of the congregation numbered the sons of the Kohathites after their families, and after their house of their fathers. Verse 35. From 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, every one that entered into the service for the work of the tabernacle of the congregation. And those that were numbered to them by their families were 2,750. These were they that were numbered of the families of the Kohathites. All that might do service in the tabernacle of the congregation, which Moses and Aaron did number according to the commandment of the Lord by the hand of Moses. Verse 38. And those that were numbered of the sons of Gershon throughout their families and by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, every one that entered into the service for the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. Verse 40. even those that were numbered of them throughout their families by the house of their fathers, were 200 and 630. These are they that were numbered of the families of the sons of Gershon, of all that might do service in the tabernacle of the congregation, whom Moses and Aaron did number according to the commandment of the Lord. And those that were numbered of the families of the son of Merari throughout their families, by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, everyone that entered into the service for the work in the tabernacle of the congregation, even those that were numbered of them after their families, were 3,200. These be those that were numbered of the families of the sons of Merari, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the word of the Lord by the hand of Moses. All those that were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron and the chief of Israel numbered, after their families and after the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, everyone that came to do the service of the ministry and the service of the burden in the tabernacle of the congregation. Verse 48. Even those that were numbered of them were 8,540. According to the commandment of the Lord, they were numbered by the hand of Moses, everyone according to his service and according to his burden. Thus were they numbered of him, as the Lord commanded Moses. Numbers chapter 5, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they put out of the camp every leper and every one that hath an issue, and whosoever is defiled by the dead.
All right, so that's going through showing you a little bit about how we dealt with it's gonna go more in depth into it because you're gonna keep reading. You're reading for the second. You read this 6 verse 2.
Oh, I think somebody just read this. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you gonna read the first 2 sections. Yeah, no problem. All right, so it's gonna go into showing how we start dealing with lepers. But what we read previous was just them numbering the priesthood, numbering the priests of what was gonna do certain services and offices. All right.
And Numbers chapter 5, verse 3. Both male and female shall ye put out. Without the camp shall ye put them, that they defile not their camps in the midst whereof I dwell. And the children of Israel did so, and put them out without the camp.
Wait, so we had camps back in the day? What? What? Yeah, we had camps. Sorry for you. Go ahead.
As the Lord spake unto Moses, so did the children of Israel. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, when a man or woman shall commit any sin that men commit, to do a trespass against the Lord, and that person be guilty, then they shall confess their sin which they have done, and he shall recompense his trespass with the principal thereof, and add unto it the 5th part thereof, and give it unto him against whom he had trespassed. Verse 8. But if the man had no kinsman to recompense trespass unto, let the trespass be recompensed to the Lord, even to the priest, beside the ram of the atonement, whereby an atonement shall be made for him. And every offering of all the holy things of the children of Israel, which they bring unto the priest, shall be his. Every man's hallowed things shall be his. Whatsoever any man giveth the priest, it shall be his. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, If any man's wife go aside and commit a trespass against him, and the man lie with her carnally, and it be hid from the eyes of her husband, and be kept close, and she be defiled, and there be no witness against her, neither she be taken with the matter. and the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be defiled, or if the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be not defiled, then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest, and he shall bring her offering for her, the 10th part of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense thereon, for it is an offering of jealousy, an offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance. Verse 16.
Right, so what he was doing, if a woman had went out and trespassed against her husband, she went and slept with another man, right? Or if even, in this case, he's talking about even if the man thought that his woman had slept with another man, if he was getting that spirit of jealousy on him, like she'd been out doing messing around, right? Because that spirit of jealousy ain't holy, bring them around the priests. Make them give an offering. Make them be around all that holiness so he can stop thinking about his woman like this. You see that? So he can stop thinking evil toward his woman. So he can calm down. You know what I mean? So he don't go and just, I chopped her head off. Right? Like these dumbass Muslims be doing, right? Well, I just cut her head off and I shot her in the face. Like, what's wrong with you, man? No, if he feel this spirit on it, take her to the priest. They gonna prove it. They gonna prove whether she did it or not. If you even get the spirit of jealousy on you, then you take her to the priest. You see that? You bring her around the tabernacle, man. You bring her around all that holiness. You see that? Now, if she guilty, she gonna be walking up the steps already sweating, right? I already know what's gonna happen. They gonna make me drink, because when you go on, he's gonna make this drink with that offering that he gave, right? They make this drink out of it, and she drank it, and it caused her thigh to rot on the spot right there. It will swell up and rot if she had cheated on him. All right, that's how much power the priest had. All right, so they would do this, and then her thigh will swell up and rot, and you'd be like, "Yep, she's an adulteress. Go stone her." So on the way up to the priesthood, it didn't even have to go all the way up the stairs. All the way to the tabernacle. You already seen her sweating. You're like, okay, I already know what's gonna happen. You understand? But if you had that spirit of jealousy on you, and she like, oh, nigga, you tripping, man. Come on, let's go. Right? And you could know before you even got to the priest, okay, she ain't do nothing, man. Ain't nobody gonna risk getting dead, getting stoned in the face with rocks. You know what I mean? Just for some dude they wanted to sleep with on the side. See that? It would have calmed your mind down just attempting to go prove it. Y'all see that? Now you got to sit in the room and ask her and see if she. I don't know. You kind of stuttered right there. You know what I mean? Like you got to do all that. Nah, bring her ass to the priest. At threat of death, she either gonna be like, I did it, I'm sorry, right? Or she gonna be like, come on, let's go. I ain't worried about you. You understand? Because they ain't gonna find nothing. I'll drink the drink. You just gonna lose a tenth of an ephah. Go ahead, make 10 offerings. Go ahead, let's go. You know how nigga women do. Right? Go on, make 10 of them. Spend all the barley. We don't need it. Right? Apparently we got it like that. Right? Should be talking stuff all the way to the tabernacle. You be over there feeling ashamed to even think like that. Like, oh, never mind. Let's go home. Let's make up. Right? But that was the purpose, man. The ways of the Most High is perfect. Y'all understand? Because you thinking, oh, yeah, this is just how we were. If I feel like I'm jealous, I'm going to grab you up and take you. No, you got to really consider, what did this do to your spirit? You understand? What did this do spiritually for the man and for the woman? For one, it got them around that holy thinking, that holy mind state. You see that? It made that darkness flee away from the light. So if she start getting nervous, I don't want to go over there. You cheated on me. Y'all see that? But if she was just bold enough, come on, what? All right, you got to prove what you got to prove. Get it off your chest. Let's go. I already know what you got to bring. Go ahead. You jealous all the damn time. Our women was bad, man. They look good. Remember Sarah? 99 years old? Hey, let's tell these cats you my sister so they don't kill me to get you. Our women were bad. Dinah, right? Hey, you know what? I'm not just gonna circumcise myself. Everybody in this city gonna circumcise themselves because we all want a chance at a woman like you. Y'all see that? That's how bad our women were. You understand? So yeah, a man's gonna get jealous. He got a bad woman like that. Like, yeah, you cheat on me. That's how people do it today. Get all insecure. The finer their woman is, the more they suspect her. Okay, well, if you got that on your brain, if she the only thing on your brain, then let's get you around the priesthood so your brain can get cleansed from you thinking about your damn woman all day. You see that? Let's get you around the priest and around that whole holiness ordeal, around giving the barley and the incense and all these things like that, and you're going to bring your offering before the priest. Let's get you back in that holy mind state so you can get your mind off your woman for a little bit. Y'all see that? So it had dual purposes, man. It had many purposes, and they were all perfect. That's why I love the law, man. Because they ain't no thing it doesn't cover. There's no angle it doesn't cover. Y'all see that? Well, read on.
Numbers chapter 5, verse 16. And the priest shall bring her near and set her before the Lord. And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and all the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle, the priest shall take and put it into the water.
Right, so they took all the dust off the floor. They swept up the dust off the floor. Now, your woman guilty. She's like, hey, you gonna sweep the dust off the floor? Really? Y'all see that? She already said there sweat, man. They really sweeping the floor right now. They put it in a dustpan. They really gonna make me drink this? You see that? If your woman not guilty, she gonna go, man, come on, really? We gotta go through all this? Right? But the other one gonna be sweating the whole time because this is a process. You understand? This is time consuming. We're gonna sweep all the dust up off the floor from the burnt offering and everything like that, from our feet, walking through the temple and all that, the tabernacle, we're walking through all this stuff, and we're gonna sweep all that in no pile. We're gonna take all that from the dustpan, and we're not gonna dump it in the trash. We're gonna dump it in your drink. That's nasty, man. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 18. And the priest shall set the woman before the Lord, and uncover the woman's head, and put the offering.
Whoa. They gonna what?
And uncover the woman's head.
So she had what on when she went in there?
Had her head covered.
She had a hair covered on. That was custom. That was what you did in the tabernacle. Y'all see that? I love how when we go through these readings, it's be answering more into the questions, right? They had their head covered in the tabernacle. This wasn't just a Roman Pauline doctrine, whatever you want to call it, Paul making up his own thing. No, this was what you did when you was an Israelite. All right? So they took the covering off her head, right? They didn't shave her hair off. It doesn't say that. That wasn't her covering. No, she had a head covering on. Y'all see that? Go ahead.
And put the offering of memorial in her hands.
Right, and they put all that dust and everything in her hands. Go ahead.
Which is the jealousy offering.
Right.
And the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causeth the curse.
Right, so he had the bitter water that caused the curse. All right, go ahead. That was their own little concoction, their own little you messed around test. Go ahead.
And the priest shall charge her by an oath, and say unto the woman, if no man have lain with thee, and if thou hast not gone aside to uncleanness with another instead of thy husband, be thou free from this bitter water that causes the curse.
Right, so he would actually pray a prayer like, listen, if you didn't do this, then the Most High bless you. The Most High keep you from this your thigh rotting. All right. So if the Most High see you didn't do it, then he'll make sure that your thigh don't swell up and rot. Y'all see that? Go ahead.
But if thou hast gone aside to another instead of thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have lain with thee beside thine husband, then the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing. And the priest shall say unto the woman, the Lord make thee a curse and an oath among thy people. When the Lord do make thy thigh to rot, and thy belly to swell.
See that? So
Man.
your stomach would instantly
Gracious, man.
and your thigh would rot.
Wow.
You understand that? And then also he said your name would be a curse. That's why Jezebel, right? When you cheating, when you doing wrong, what they call you, a Jezebel. Now cheating and screwing around didn't have nothing to do with the story of Jezebel. But what they do, they call you that till this day if you doing it, right? Oh, you a Jezebel. How is she a Jezebel? That don't have nothing. She didn't try to kill no prophet and get thrown out a window. That was the story of Jezebel. What you talking about? Well, her name is accursed. So they call you that no matter what you did. You understand? Oh, she must have been a Jezebel. She was over there cheating on her husband and doing this and that, right? Oh, Jezebel ass, right? They do that. Why? Why is her name a curse? Because of this. When you did something messed up, your name became a curse. Y'all see that? They do it today though, right? Oh, he pulled a so and so, right? He pulled a Jesse Jackson. He over there chasing them hoes. You know what I mean? He pulled a Al Sharpton because he over there in the gay day parade now. He pulled a, you know what I mean? They use your name as what you did. You know what I mean? For what you did. He pulled an Eddie Long. He over there touching little boys now. They put your name in the mouth of anybody else to do the same thing you did. Y'all see that? So that's what he's saying is your name will be a curse. Go ahead.
Numbers chapter 5 verse 22. And this water that causeth the curse shall go into thy bowels, to make thy belly to swell, and thy thigh to rot. And the woman shall say, Amen, Amen. And the priest shall write these curses in a book.
So the woman agreed. She said she agreed twice, right? So she agreeing to this curse if that happens. Now, if you get a woman all the way to this level where she like, Amen, Amen, let's do it. Give me the drink, right? Let's do it. At this point, you got all these processes where you as a man can say, you know what, babe, come on, let's go home. You know what? I'm tripping. If you willing to go through all this, these niggas gonna sweep the floor. You ready to drink the dust off the floor? Come on, man. Let's go home. Y'all see that? Yeah, all that time to get that off your mind and cool down. Instead of you chop your woman's head off and then they take her body to the morgue and the morgue, the doctor at the morgue say, yeah, she didn't cheat on you. We didn't find no evidence of any kind of penetration or any kind of semen anywhere, no pubic hairs, nothing like that. She ain't been around nowhere else but you. Oh, damn. Well, here's her head. I'm going to go to jail. See that? You ain't got to worry about that. You went to the priest, you got all that madness off your mind, you got all them murderous thoughts out of your system because she taking it like a champ. Like, shoot, I'm going. Ain't no woman gonna die over some side piece. Not like that. Not like we kill people. You understand? Not getting hit with rocks. You imagine that? I mean, just the fear, man. I don't know if you ever seen that, man. I be watching a lot. Like I said, I watched that Face of the Death stuff. I ain't watched it in a long time, but when I was younger, I watched that. You know, and I'm like, that's one of the worst deaths you could think of, man. They put a bag over your head.
Ooh.
So all you just sitting there trying to it ain't like you get to dodge. You don't know where it's coming from.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? And it don't kill you right away.
No, it don't.
You know what I mean? It ain't like somebody throw a rock hard enough and it just kill you right off.
It's cold.
Nah, and then the whole congregation does it.
Ooh.
You understand? So you ain't dodging, you ain't ducking, you just there, tied up with a bag on your head, and right, catching catching it in the eye, catching it in the face, you suffering, man. You understand? It's not a quick death. It ain't like one dude come out with a big giant rock and just bust your head open. Even that is terrible. You understand? Because you blindfolded. That's spooky, man. You in darkness and then you don't know where the death's gonna come from. That's terrifying. Ain't no woman gonna put up with all that. Just for a side piece. You understand? So even the punishment of it was perfect because it deterred you. That's a deterrent right there. You understand? Now women ain't got a deterrent. Oh, well, you could just leave him and get the other man. Or if you go to Louisiana, you can marry both of them because niggas now are so thirsty they'll share. Yeah. You understand? No, there is no deterrent now. Now it's like, who cares? I'm doing it. I'm cheating on you, so and what you want to go on Springer? What? They don't care. They bold now. Back then, no, I'm not gonna hit him with no rocks. You better stop talking to me like that. You ain't get me stoned, nigga. Not for you. I don't care if my man ain't been giving it to me for years. I ain't going before the congregation getting hit by rocks. That's not an option. Y'all see that? So the death of it was a deterrent right there. The punishment was a deterrent. The then going up and doing the process was a deterrent. Man, I don't gotta go through all that, man. You being jealous over your woman, it would kill that jealousy. That would, oh my God. Just because I think you cheating on me, we gotta do all this? Niggas is lazy. Remember that. We're Jews, man. We plain men dwelling in tents. We trying to chill. Right? I want to go. God damn. Brothers don't even want to go to church on Sunday when you was in the world, man. I got better things to do. Right? You tell me I gotta go gather the barley, then I go grab this, and we gotta walk you all the way over to the tabernacle, right? Through the whole camp. I gotta drag you through the whole camp, everybody looking at you like you a prostitute, and we gotta go all the way over here. Then we gotta go to the priest, and I gotta look them dead in the face and say, yeah, I think she cheating on me. I'm trying to go through all that. You understand? That was a deterrent to just the feeling of the anger and the resentment towards your woman. Y'all see this? Go ahead.
Numbers 5:23. And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall blot them out with the bitter water. And he shall cause the woman to drink the bitter water that causes the curse. And the water that causes the curse shall enter into her and become bitter. Then the priest shall take the jealousy offering out of the woman's hand.
So what the priest would do is he would take and write all the curses down, right, on a paper, and then he would take a wet towel and blot all the curses up. So he'd blot all the ink up from the curse. So this is cursed ink now. He dropped that in the water. Really? I gotta drink all that? Like I drink herbs and I don't even want to do. I don't want to do that part. You know what I mean? The sister had me take this little piece of a mushroom and look like a piece of tree bark and boil that in some simmer that in some water over for 8 hours and everything. And you know pour that off and it tastes like coffee. And I don't even want to drink that. You talking about y'all go sweep the floor up, get the dust, pour it in a cup, and grab some ink blot water and drop that in there. That's nasty, man. I don't want to drink all that. What's that?
Well, no, I was just thinking of, in these times, like a lot of women are in the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they get offered to go to lunch and stuff like that, maybe with their boss and all that. And so you, the husband, are not around her during that time. How does a woman, I guess keep from the appearance of evil, like she's dating these guys or something, if that's what's expected of you in the corporate, world? Or how does a woman check to see if she's being adulterous or not in these times?
You see, that's the thing. That's why we tell brothers about the process before you marry a woman. You understand? That process has been instituted since this is the process that shows you how you're gonna pick your woman. You're gonna find out if she's loyal or not when you date her. You see that? You're gonna be checking her out. You're gonna be watching. You're gonna be using Ecclesiasticus and seeing that says the whoredom of a woman will be known in her eyelids, right? Okay, well, how do I know she's a whore? Because when we went to the fair, when I took her on a date, she was looking at every other nigga but me. So I'm not gonna go through that. You understand? When I took her to the basketball game and we were sitting and she wanted to sit courtside and there was a puddle of drool up under her, I'm not dealing with that. You understand? You're going to prove her, put her through processes. You're going to take her out in public and see, is she the type of woman that, that's going to have to be sitting there when you come home with posters of niggas with six packs all over the wall with oil on them and be playing with herself. You're going to know off the dating process. Instead of just looking at her and saying, oh, she got a fat booty and some spandex on. Let me jump in there. Well, she got that on for a reason. She want to show all that off to everything walking around. So that's a proving way, right? A man's gait, his attire, his excessive lap to show what manner of man he is. Well, same thing with a woman. You see that? So that process leading up to that is going to be able to prove that. So that you don't got to sit there worrying about whether she's cheating on you or not. You see that? You're going to teach her and prepare her mind that, look, you're going to have a lot of dudes talking to you. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I got with you for a certain reason. You attracted me for a certain reason, so I'm sure you're going to attract other men. So let me put these little blocks in your mind so that you block them out. If you go do that, I ain't going to kill you. I ain't going to kill him. I'm going to take all your stuff and we'll pack it all nice on the lawn. I'm going to set it on fire. Right? And then I'm going to move the next chick in your room, on your bed. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you going to do me like that? I'm just going to be easily replaceable? Yes. Right. Niggas like Vashti, right? Like, I'm just going to do you just like that. You ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm not going to kill you. You're going to be in the hands of the Most High. It's a fearful thing. When you talk to them like that, they're like, ooh, he does not care. Like, I'm just a light bulb to him. Yes, if you gonna play me like that, this is how I'm going to deal with you. If you're going to burn out on me like this, I'm going to do you just like a burnt out light bulb. You gone, next one. You see that? And if she can't handle all that, she like, well, okay, well, she trying to get all uppity. Well, you must not value me very much. Well, if you would do that, no, I don't value you very much. That's exactly how the conversation go. You understand? So it ain't gotta be I gotta smell you when you come in, and I gotta make sure you gonna take a pregnancy test before I hit it and all this stuff. So I know that you ain't cheating on me. Well, if she the type of woman you gotta do all that for, she ain't the one you need to be with. You understand? If you discern all that off of dating her, then you should not be laying with her. See that? That's the same thing with this. This process shouldn't have even been necessary if brothers was courting women right. You see that? But there's certain things when you read in the law, like that's what I said. The law is perfect. It understands human nature. And there were certain aspects, like say you got a woman that y'all conquered another nation, you killed all their men and everything like that. Like Moses prescribed in certain parts of the law, right? We going in there, we killing all of them, and we taking their women alive. And you can take wives of them if you choose to, or you can take them as your servants. And then if you decide to go in unto your servant, then you got to make her your wife, right? Okay. Well, when you do that, since you don't really know her like that, like you don't know her background because you just got her from some other nation or whatever, or you don't know her background because you wiped out her whole family or something like that. Okay, and then you find out, hey, this chick run around cheating on me. You take her to the priest. You understand? So in those situations where it was just kind of thrown on you, oh, this was my brother's wife. He passed away, and now I got to deal with her. You see that? You didn't really know her like that. That was your brother's wife, but now you got to deal with her. You see that? It ain't no dating process you get to go through. It's carry on seed for your brother. Here you go. Okay, well, she go get something strange on the side, and you stuck with that. Okay, well, if I suspect that, in that instance, I'm gonna take her up there. See that? But the process we had for courting a woman and things like that, and the self-control brothers used to have back then, you didn't end up in this situation, rarely. All right. So yeah, these are things that we have. Dealing with wisdom, you would avoid this situation entirely. The thought shouldn't even be in your head like that. All right. But was that it for your question?
No.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
Numbers chapter 5, verse 25. Then the priest shall take the jealousy offering out of the woman's hand.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. But yeah, for this day and age, like I said, there's not really a way to avoid that except for the dating process, the courtship process, as we call it, the betrothal process. That's how you judge if this is a woman or a man that's going to cheat on you, deal with you a certain way or whatever. That's how you get to know their character. Now, if you feel like you went a year and I still don't really know, or I'm still unsure, go 2 years. I mean, don't let your libido dictate your relationship. You see that?
I wonder why people would have long engagements. Sometimes they'd be engaged for years.
Yeah.
Before they got married, but I guess it was to prove
Yeah.
it,
Yep. Because they didn't want to get, I see people like that in the mall all the time. I'm like, man, y'all got a lot of willpower. Like, they be dating for 20 years, usually Judah. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, y'all just go, yeah, we ain't married. We just been together for 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, we still dating. Like, what do you mean you still dating? 20 years, y'all married, man. Y'all see that? But nah, they want to make sure that that's the person they want to spend the rest of their life with. Like, you don't spend your whole life trying to find that out. In my opinion, but they want to make sure they do it right. They're not being led by just their libido into the relationship. Well, there it is. Do it that way. Then it's built on something that wasn't just about lust. Right?
Because, you have men, like, if the woman works overtime, they're wondering
Right.
who she with, or if she went out to lunch, with her boss, suspicious minds, that kind of thing. How is that woman supposed to prove herself in the face of somebody like that,
The spirit she come off in. You know what I mean? You can still do this in a manner today. If the man got that spirit of jealousy, look, we need to go talk to the priest. I feel like you cheating on me. All right, we're going to Kazaki. We're going to one of the terrifying priests. we going in. He gonna toss to you and test you out. Make sure you ain't been cheating on me. She started getting fidgety over that. Do you see how the process worked? The process alone was like, she started getting fidgety and sweaty over that. Okay, she did it. You can gauge off of that. But like I said, look how, it ain't like women got less bold and prideful than they were back then. So back then she was like, okay, well, come on, bring the barley, let's go. She gonna do even worse now. Well, shoot, you know what? Come on, bring him over. I'll cook a meal for him. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Like, let's do it right. Bring him over. I don't care. You see that? They're going to catch the whole attitude and everything. Like, if that's what you got to do, but you understand? And they'll go through that. They'll endure the process. You see that? So that's how you can tell in this day and age is just by the start of the process. It ain't got to be exact. Like, hey, we're going to the priest and we're going to bring a tenth of an ephah of barley and do all that. Nah, we going to the priest. We got to talk. We got to have a council. Because I don't feel you've been faithful. Why we got to go to the priest about it? Well, because I need a second opinion. I need a witness to see how you reacted and how you dealing with this. with this accusation, and beside that, I want to be fair. I want to make sure that I ain't just accusing you off of some thought I got in my brain. So we're going to go to the priest. I don't think we just need to separate. We don't got to do all that. Well, then you probably cheated on me. Because if you love me, you would do this. You would go through this. You understand? If she, well, okay, well, let's do it. If that's what you feel like you got to do. You know what? Never mind. We ain't got to do that. You ain't do it. You see that? The process alone will do that. Now, if you wicked, you hearing all that, and you like, okay, well, I'll just prepare for the process. Oh, that's how I got to react, so he'll let it go. Okay, well, I'll just act like that. That's what wicked women do. You know what I mean? Oh, I'll just front like, okay, well, let's do it. And then he'll let it go. No. Some niggas will take you all the way there. Some cats will take you all the way there. Okay, I'm getting the bag of barley. Oh, I'm coming with it. You know what I mean? We walk into the tabernacle now. Let me explain to you what we doing right now. They gonna sweep the floor. Y'all see that? Look, he's serving a drink. That ain't Kool-Aid. You gonna drink that. You see what's going on here? You ready to do this? You see that? So, and give you time to consider. You understand? But like I said, it give that man time to also cool down. Because some cats want to go from thought to deed in a second. You know what I mean? They want to go from, oh, she did it. I'm convinced. Like, no, you ain't going to examine the matter before you rebuke. He's going to go from, she did it, to I'm going to stone you as soon as you come in the house.
She didn't answer the cell phone call, so.
Right.
Must be up to
My call went straight to voicemail. She's sleeping with another nigga. As soon as she get home, I'm going to cut her head off. Like, you ain't even going to ask her a question? Do you know she left the charger in the car? Do you know that her charger cord got disconnected? You know what I mean? Do you know what's going on at all? But then thoughts, that's what the whole process was for both of you to purify your minds. You see that? To get around holiness and purify your mind state. You see that? Same thing applies now. In this day and age, okay, well, we're going up to the school. I call Priest Kazak, I call Priest Alwon. We're gonna have a council, and they're gonna talk to you. You see that? That's the test now. Where you at?
Numbers chapter 5, verse 25. Then the priest shall take the jealousy offering out of the woman's hand, and shall wave the offering before the Lord, and offer it upon the altar. And the priest shall take a handful of the offering, even the memorial thereof, and burn it upon the altar. And afterward shall cause the woman to drink the water. And when he had made her to drink the water, then it shall come to pass that if she be defiled, and have done trespass against her husband, that the water that causes the curse shall enter into her, and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thigh shall rot, and the woman shall be a curse among her people. And if the woman be not defiled, but be clean, then she shall be free, and shall conceive seed. This is the law of jealousies. When a wife goeth aside to another instead of her husband, and is defiled, or when the spirit of jealousy cometh upon him, and he be jealous over his wife, and shall set the woman before the Lord, and the priest shall execute upon her all this law, then shall the man be guiltless from iniquity, and this woman shall bear her iniquity. Numbers chapter 6, verse 1. And the Lord shall spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow a vow of a Nazarite, to separate themselves unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Verse 2.
That was verse 2. That was verse 2.
Oh, you finished verse 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right.
Chapter 6, verse 2.
All right.
Numbers chapter 6, verse 3.
So any questions on that? All right, online or anything. If y'all got questions, you go ahead and type them in. If y'all got questions over the reading, all right?
Numbers chapter 6, verse 3. He shall separate himself from wine and strong drink, and shall drink no vinegar of wine or vinegar of strong drink.
So this is the law of the Nazarite. If you wanted to be a Nazarite, take that vow. All right, then he didn't drink no wine or no strong drink, no alcoholic beverages of any kind. Go ahead.
Neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes.
Right. So these are vows you can take to the Most High. They show your dedication to the Most High. All right. They're personal vows between you and Him to show your willingness to sacrifice. Okay. So you don't drink no wine or strong drink. What else?
Nor eat moist grapes or dried.
Right. And he don't eat raisins or any kind of grapes. He don't touch nothing that has to do with the grape. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 4. All the days of the separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree, from the kernels even to the husk.
Right, because you know how you get that craving for it. You like, oh, I'll just eat something that tastes like it. You know what I mean? Like people, oh, you can't drink Coke. I'll drink Diet Coke. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Well, I'll just drink insane amounts of juice or something. He's like, listen, you can't touch nothing related to the vine. That way you don't even entertain that lust for the drink. Y'all see that? Go ahead.
Verse 4. All the days of the separation shall he eat, nothing that is made of the vine tree, from the kernels even to the husk. All the days of the vow of his separation there shall no razor come upon his head, until the days be fulfilled, in the which he separated himself unto the Lord. He shall be holy, and shall let the locks of his hair, of the hair of his head, grow.
Right. So, you know, with you do with people like Samson. Samson was a Nazarite from birth, so that means his mom didn't touch nothing that had to do with grapes. All right, so that it wouldn't go through the bloodstream into him. All right. When he was growing up, she never cut his hair. All right. She never shaved his hair. She never cut his hair. All right. And you did that all the way from birth. All right. So there was no you sitting there shaving your head, edge ups, none of that. You wasn't even cutting your hair, clipping it short, nothing. All right. You just grew. All right.
Good.
And you never touched grapes or nothing like that. All right. Now you could do that either from birth, or you can do it for a determined amount of days that you had set. Well, listen, I'm not going to drink for 6 months. I'm not going to touch nothing related to grapes. I'm not going to cut my hair, none of that for a year, 2 years. Okay, well, you hold that vow until that time. See that? And then at the end of that time, you can go ahead and cut your hair. If it grew excessively long and everything, okay, well, now I'm going to cut my hair now, and now I can drink. You see that?
Good.
But you kept that vow because you're making a vow to the Most High. All right? It's a personal sacrifice you showing him you want to do. Go ahead.
Verse 6. All the days that he separated himself unto the Lord, he shall come at no dead body. He shall not make himself unclean for his father, or for his mother, or for his brother, or for his sister when they die, because the consecration of his God is upon his head. All the days of the separation he is holy unto the Lord. And if any man die very suddenly by him, and he hath defiled the head of his consecration, then he shall shave his head in the day of his cleansing. On the 7th day shall he shave it. And on the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtles or 2 young pigeons to the priest to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the priest
So in the midst of his vow, all right, if somebody had died, a family member died, and in mourning he shaved his head or something like that, all right, because that was a sign of mourning. That was a way we showed our mourning for somebody, was to shave our head or whatever. If he had done that in the middle of his vow, then he had to go give an offering to the priest. It was like kind of like a sin offering almost. Y'all see that?
Okay.
All right, so that's what this is explaining here.
Verse 11. And the priest shall offer the one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering, and make an atonement for him, for that he sinned by the dead, and shall hallow his head that same day. And he shall consecrate unto the Lord the days of the separation, and shall bring a lamb of the first year for a trespass offering. But the days that were before shall be lost, because his separation was defiled. And this is the law of the Nazarite. When the days of his separation are fulfilled, he shall be brought unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he shall offer his offering unto the Lord, one he lamb of the first year without blemish for a burnt offering, and one ewe lamb of the first year without blemish for a sin offering, and one ram without blemish for peace offerings, and a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, and wafers of unleavened bread anointed with oil, and their meat offerings and their drink offerings. And the priest shall bring them before the Lord, and shall offer his sin offering and his burnt offering. And he shall offer the ram for a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord, with the basket of unleavened bread. The priest shall offer also his meat offering and his drink offering. And the Nazarite shall shave the head of his separation at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and shall take the hair of the head of his separation, and put it in the fire which is under the sacrifice of the peace offerings. And the priest shall take the sodden shoulder of the ram, and one unleavened cake out of the basket, and one unleavened wafer, and shall put them upon the hands of the Nazarite after the hair of his separation is shaven. And the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. This is holy for the priest, with the waved breast and heave shoulder, and after that the Nazarite may drink wine. This is the law of the Nazarite, who hath vowed and of his offering unto the Lord for his separation. Beside that his hand shall get, according to the vow which he vowed. So he must do after the law of his separation. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. Numbers chapter 7, verse 1.
Any questions on that? All right, go ahead.
Numbers chapter 7, verse 1. And it came to pass on the day that Moses had fully set up the tabernacle, and had anointed it and sanctified it, and all the instruments thereof, both the altar and all the vessels thereof, and had anointed them and sanctified them, that the princes of Israel, heads of the house of their fathers, who were the princes of the tribes, and were over them that were numbered, offered. And they brought their offering before the Lord, 6 covered wagons and 12 oxen, a wagon for 2 of the princes, and for each one an ox. And they brought them before the tabernacle. Verse 4. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take it of them, that they may be to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, and thou shalt give them unto the Levites, to every man according to his service. And Moses took the wagons and the oxen, and gave them unto the Levites. 2 wagons and 4 oxen he gave unto the sons of Gershon, according to their service. And 4 wagons and 8 oxen he gave unto the sons of Merari, according to their service, under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. But unto the sons of Kohath he gave none, because the service of the sanctuary belonging unto them was that they should bear upon their shoulders. And the princes offered for dedicating of the altar in the day that it was anointed. Even the princes offered their offering before the altar. And the Lord said unto Moses, They shall offer their offering, each prince on his day, for the dedicating of the altar. And he that offered his offering the first day was Nahshon, the son of Amminadab, of the tribe of Judah. And his offering was 1 silver charger, the weight thereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary. Both of them were full of fine flour, mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 spoon of 10 shekels of gold, full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats, for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. Verse 18. On the 2nd day, Nathaniel, the son of Zuar, prince of Issachar, did offer. He offered for his offering 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 spoon of gold of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nathaniel, the son of Zoar. On the 3rd day, Eliab, the son of Helon, the prince of the children of Zebulun, did offer. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Eliab, the son of Helon. On the 4th day, Eleazar, the son of Shedeur, prince of the children of Reuben, did offer. His offering was 1 silver charger of the weight, and 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. And this was the offering of Eleazar, the son of Shedeur.
That's it.
All right. So we're at number 7 and verse 6.
Verse 36.
Oh, 56 and 7. Okay, got it. So number 7, verse 36. Just looking, y'all gotta watch Facebook, man. They funny as hell on there. You gotta watch what y'all let get entertained in your brain, man. But because they starting to do that now. They doing the COINTELPRO type stuff, man. They got these random accounts popping up, putting brothers on blast, saying that they was sex offenders, or they was this, they was that. You know what I mean? And the thing is a lot of us know some of these brothers personally, and they ain't have that one of them type of bones in their body. But been teaching the truth real hard. Got a lot of YouTube videos, got a lot of street videos and stuff like that. So in order to discredit now, instead of putting them out there as and just going and offering them direct deals, they know that hey, it'll save us more money. They went to the high priest and that offered him $20 million to stop teaching the truth. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it'll save us more money if we just discredit them. And niggas is the first ones to jump on some stuff like that. So you gotta watch your Facebook, man. You gotta watch that. All right. If you don't know them personally, don't take that. The scriptures tell you about bearing false witness and standing in the way with people against the blood of somebody. All right. So that right there, you don't want to stand with people that's falsely accusing somebody or accusing them at all, especially if you don't know them. All right. But Facebook, it gives you the perfect arena for that type of madness. All right. Just little, the more you know moment right there. Where we at? 36, 7 and 36?
That's it. Don't even look like them.
No. That's the mighty Hebrew, and that's the other Rochad. Or not Rochad, that's Maharochad. It's not the same person. Those are 2 different people she put on blast. It's a little 2 in 1 right there. But that's another thing, brothers got to walk circumspectly, because now they see you wearing your fringes, now they doing this, and now they trying to defame your character, and they bring up some stuff from your past, or they bring up, they're trying to make up some stuff against you and say you're this type of person. Now, if you don't give them anything, if you don't give the public anything that's going to show you out to be that person, then they don't have nothing to fight against. They don't have nothing to fight with. Y'all see that? So if you ain't out in the lanes picking up hoes, and you ain't sleeping with random chicks all the time and doing all this stuff like that, then they can't use anybody against you. All right? If you stay in these commandments, they can't use anything against you. All right? There ain't nothing they can bring up. Like they can't get me for going and picking up prostitutes. They can't you ain't gonna dig up no dirt and say, oh yeah, he was touching little kids or he was doing it. They ain't got nothing on me. Because all I've been doing is this. Y'all see that? All we do is teach this word. Alright? All we do is live this word. So they ain't got nothing on us. That's why we ain't ashamed of things we say on the YouTube or nothing like that. We teach openly to the world, man. Why? Because we ain't got nothing to hide. Alright? But yeah, watch yourselves out there, man. You know, because brothers take their liberties. You might go to the club or something like that, and you go get a little loose, drink something or something like that, get in a fight at the club. Next thing you know, they got you plastered all over Facebook for going to jail. You know what I mean? And all, you went to jail over a fight in the club, and they got you up there saying you this and that on Facebook and Instagram. You know what I mean? So you got to watch out for these things. It is perilous times are here. All right.
I agree.
So Numbers chapter 7 verse 36. On the 5th day, Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai, prince of the children of Simeon, did offer. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. All right, now, let's see, 37. This is G. Let's see. Yeah, this guy doesn't value the shekel right, so you would never really know. He's going off of whatever shekel, the modern shekel that they have over there. So if you look at if you were look at the ancient shekel, you're looking at, say, 50 shekels was about $13,000 minimum. Okay, then if this man is offering 130 shekels, right? That's almost 50, almost 3 times. So it's almost $39,000 worth of gold of silver that he's offering, just in a bowl. All right, just as a bowl, it made into a bowl. After the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs. Now, even if we use the regular shekel, because it does make sense if he's offering just a bowl and the spoons and things like that. He's saying that this shekel was 1,690. $1,690.15. Both types of offerings is see, they value something weird, man. They talking about two young bulls will be $325 each. That's stupid. You paying way more than that for cows and bulls and stuff. Shoot, if not, I need to go grab something. You know what I mean? But listen, verse 37. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Shelumiel the son of Zurishaddai. On the 6th day, Eliasaph the son of Deuel, prince of the children of Gad, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger of the weight of 130 shekels, a silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, So that shows you that the meat offering, it meant, so your meat offering was a food offering and it had nothing to do with meat. You know? All right, so, you know, a lot of people think, oh, yeah, you doing the meat offering, y'all sacrificing the animals and stuff like that. No, we just burning the oil with the incense, with the flour, just like what a meat offering was. We're not doing burnt offerings no more. Y'all see that?
Okay.
All right. Where we at?
45.
Verse 45. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Eliasaph the son of Deuel. Now, the reason they're going through these things, these names, these people, is because these are the heads of each tribe giving out of their own pockets, out of their own stash, as a sacrifice for all their tribe. So we always had a man doing a sacrifice for his people. You understand? Because people try to tell you that we didn't have no man. Well, show me where a man sacrificed for his whole nation. The book of Numbers. They sacrifice even for just their tribe or their family. Y'all see that? Now, it wasn't their life, but they did sacrifice. Christ just happened to do it for his whole nation. Y'all see that? All right. Verse 48. On the 7th day, Elishama, the son of Ammihud, prince of the children of Ephraim, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary. Both of them full of fine flour, mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Elishama, the son of Ammihud. All right? Now, if another thing you're going to see, all their offerings are the same. Right? So it was a unified thing. It was something they all agreed on. Every brother, every tribe, across every tribe, one person wasn't trying to one-up the other person. It wasn't keeping up with the Joneses. All right? They was all offering the same things. That's what the Most High requires for Israel. He wants you to offer up the same things. If you see one brother putting his life on the line for the truth, you should be putting your life on the line for the truth. You see one sister giving rides, you shouldn't complain about giving rides, making garments, cooking, or coming to feast. Y'all see that? You should be putting forth the same sacrifice. Y'all see that? All right, so that's another reason it's good to be reading these laws, man, is because the Spirit is flowing all through this, even when you're reading just the numbers. All right? 54. On the 8th day offered Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur, prince of the children of Manasseh. His offering was 1 silver charger of the weight of 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary. Both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs for the first year. This was the offering of Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur. All right. What am I reading to?
Gonna finish numbers. Gonna finish this numbers. 89. But this one's going to 65.
Oh, all the way to 89? So all the way to the end of the chapter. Okay. All right. Let's see. Verse 60. On the 9th day, Abidan, the son of Gideoni, prince of the children of Benjamin, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. Both of them full of fine flour, mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Abidan, the son of Gideoni. Another reason it's repetitive like this is so when we come into our kingdom, we know exactly what we're going to be ordering. So as you keep repeating this when you're reading it, it should be putting in your head, okay, this is the offering that I give when I get there. I already got the ingredients knocked down. Y'all see that? So when you study on your own and you read even in books like Numbers, it gets you repetitive in knowing, okay, these are the offerings I give. Y'all see that? This is the list of ingredients, and I got it down. Verse 66. On the 10th day, Ahiezar, the son of Ammishaddai, prince of the children of Dan, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. Both of them full of fine flour, mingled with oil, for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Ahiezar, the son of Ammishaddai. On the 11th day, Pagiel, the son of Akron, prince of the children of Asher, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. Both of them full of fine flour, mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Pagiel, the son of Akron. Alright? But see, now they got you doing the 12 days of Christmas, saying it the same way, right? And you memorize that. You know what I mean? You know he gave a 1 turtle dove, 2 French hens, or whatever, right? You remember all that you were supposed to give to your woman, right? That's how they programmed you, man.
Go ahead.
See that? But you sit here and you see the offerings of the Most High, and you be like, do we gotta pay tithes? Y'all see that? Nah, memorize this like you did the 12 days of damn Christmas, man. Alright? Verse 72. Is it 72? Where we at? 78, right. On the 12th day, Ahira, the son of Enan, prince of the children of Naphtali, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. Both of them full of fine flour with oil, mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Ahira, the son of Enan. This was the dedication of the altar. In the day when it was anointed by the princes of Israel, 12 chargers of silver, 12 silver bowls, 12 spoons of gold, each charger of silver weighing 130 shekels, each bowl 70. All the silver vessels weighed 2,400 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. The golden spoons were 12, full of incense, weighing 10 shekels apiece, after the shekel of the sanctuary. All the gold of the spoons was 120 shekels. All the oxen for the burnt offering were 12 bullocks, the rams 12, the lambs of the first year 12, with their meat offering, and the kids of the goats for a sin offering 12. And all the oxen for the sacrifice of the peace offerings were 20 and 4 bullocks, the rams 60, the he-goats 60, the lambs of the first year 60. This was the dedication of the altar after that it was anointed. And when Moses was gone into the tabernacle of the congregation to speak with him, then he heard the voice of one speaking unto him from off the mercy seat that was upon the ark of testimony from between the 2 cherubims, and he spake unto him. All right. So where we at?
Judges chapter 13.
All right. Judges chapter 13, verse 2 through 8.
Actually, it's just going to be 2 through 25.
Oh, okay, Judges chapter 13, verse 2 through 25. Okay, got it. Y'all got it?
Correct.
Huh? All right. So again, any questions, y'all can go ahead and type them right there on the bottom of your screen in the YouTube live chat, or you can hit up the text message. Let me check that, make sure. Yep, here, sure enough. What do you do when you and your wife were in the truth, believing the same things? Now she has started hating the Hebrew Israelites because of the way they treat women, and has become convinced that the things in the Bible are there to control women. How long are you to put up with all the disrespect and not being on one accord? Well, 1 Corinthians 7 verse 14, all right, shows you about how if you have an unbelieving wife and things like that, and she be content to dwell with you, all right? You ain't got to shove this down her throat. Now, here's the thing. If she dealing with you with disrespect, if she dealing with you with wanting to argue and fight you and trying to pull you over to the other side, Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 verse 26 covers that. All right? Or 25 verse 25 and 26. It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Don't let her run her mouth, man. And then if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. All right? So get rid of her. Let's see if they're watching online or if they just text me at random. Let's see. I might have just did all right. Exactly 21. Yeah, 21 7 2737. Oh, dang. Okay. All right. Let's see. So I'm gonna see if they're watching. Hopefully they're watching and getting the answer to this question. Okay. Cool. All right, so you saw that in Ecclesiastes 25, verse 25 and 26. You do not have to put up with all that madness, man. All right? Now, the other thing is, you got to be well-versed in these scriptures dealing with women, man. When you read 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7 down, he says, likewise, you husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge. See that? So you got to be able to know and cut them up with these scriptures and show them, like, listen, if they treat women all this unfairly, why is there laws against rape? If you don't like the way Hebrew Israelites treat their women, how about the way I'm treating you? Why don't we deal with that instead of you trying to throw it on all Hebrew Israelite men? See that? Then at the same time, if she's the only one that's going to convince her of how an Israelite woman should be treated is you. So are you treating your woman right? And then that 1 Peter 3 verse 7 still applies to you. Are you dealing with her according to knowledge? All right? Are you going through these scriptures and training her and teaching her? Or did she catch the bad example through you? But you got to watch out for that. It says, where is it at? There we go. Ecclesiasticus 25 and 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and reproach. You see that? So you don't want to do that. You don't want to mess her up because she's looking at your example. I'm looking for the one that says, don't teach her not an evil lesson against you. But that's why when you read 25 verse 13 down, he said, Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. He said, listen, you can give me any kind of sickness, but anything that touch my heart will kill me, right? But he said, give me any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. So he's saying, likewise, just like a heart disease or a heart problem is going to kill you, right? It's going to be the worst kind of disease you can get because that's the end of your life, right? Then all the wickedness on the earth I can handle except for the wickedness that come from a woman, because their wickedness will surpass everything. You understand? They get you killed quick too when they're in their wickedness. All right? So notice I said that, when they're in their wickedness. I'll get your question in a second. Is it on this?
It's your scripture you asked for.
Oh, okay. What you got?
Ecclesiastes 9:1.
9:1, right? So let's hold that. Hold 9:1, and I'm going to read on. He said, in any affliction but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge but the revenge of enemies, there is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. See that? So you don't got to put up with that. If she being a lion, and if she acting worse than a lion and a dragon in your house, and you can't even come home and just be a Hebrew Israelite, you know what I mean? Because some women will be like, okay, well, you do your thing, and I'm going to go back to celebrating what I do and all this stuff. But, you know, we still get along, right? But if she coming in tormenting your life over some madness or over you just following the Bible or over you professing to be a Hebrew Israelite, then you don't got to put up with that, all right? He said he'd rather dwell in the house with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. 25 verse 13 down. All right, verse 17, the wicked. All right, so that goes on into the wickedness of a woman and all that. All right, now you said 9 verse 1, right?
Okay.
Ecclesiastes is in your Apocrypha, chapter 9 verse 1. Now you see why they took this out. Because now they turned us into a nation of simps, man, to put up with all that madness. 9 verse 1, be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. See that? So if you're dwelling with her according to knowledge and wisdom and understanding, get the counsel. You know, if you want to bring her before the council, or if you want to, you know, if you want to get counsel on how to do that, we can personally counsel you. That's fine. All right. But if you're not dwelling with her right, you got to check yourself first. All right. If you get the counsel and we find out, okay, well, you got to do this and you got to do that, then you have to implement those things. Now, as you go about implementing those things and that advice that you get, then, okay, well, now she's still being this way. She's still getting up in my face. She's still trying to fight me, call the cops, key my car, bleach my clothes, right? She's still trying to get me riled up to where I want to drop kick her every time I see her. Okay, well then guess what? You got to cut her off, all right? But do nothing without counsel, all right? Do nothing without counsel. He said, be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. So you don't want to teach this woman bad things, teach her negative, and teach her unrighteousness based off of the example you're setting for her. So you got to make sure you're doing what 1 Peter 3 verse 7 says, and dwelling with them according to knowledge. All right? But at the same time, verse 2 comes back and tells you, give not thy soul unto a woman. See that? So all that simp Hallmark card, Valentine's Day crap, throw that out. Throw all them little Valentine's hearts out. You're my soul, you're my heart, you're my... Shut up, man. You understand? That ain't... The woman is not to have your soul. All right? She ain't to have your spirit, man. Give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. All right? So she shouldn't have her foot on your money, on your life, on your spirit. All right? She shouldn't be able to be getting child support from you and doing all these things and taking what you earn and all these things. That's unlawful according to the Bible. All right? So hopefully you got that. If you need any further counseling, then let me know. And we can go ahead and counsel you through these situations to see, get a more personal, accurate understanding of what the situation is. All right, but you do not have to put up with some woman that, okay, one, if she doesn't believe, that's one thing. But if she coming against what you believe, that's a whole different thing. All right. Is there anything else online?
The question was the voice that Moses heard in Numbers 7 and 89, was it Yahushai?
Yes. All right. We read that in St. John all the time, right? You never heard the Most High. You never heard him or seen. You never seen his face or heard his voice. All right, at any time. We just read it last night. We was reading something in John where it said, "No man has seen the Most High at any time," right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got to talk real ugly too about that.
About what? Yeah, 1 John 4:12. Read that. Go ahead.
No, I told my aunt about she was on Facebook trying to quote a scripture. She added to it. And they said, don't add to the Most High word.
Right.
And so I got some backlash from it. So I also told her about this other thing about y'all saying that God came down and walked among the earth. I said, show me what that said. I said, in fact, Yahushua prayed to the Most High. And she come and responded, I'm just going to pray for you. So I sent a deal back and said, no, don't pray for me. I don't want you to pray for me.
Yeah, I don't know who you praying to.
Yeah, because well, see, you don't want me to go into the detail of what I told her I believe she's praying to.
Right.
I really get angry like that. But yeah, I got some backlash on Facebook from her and her son that's a minister. Instead of him being a man coming to talk to me, he sniggled. He put some sniggle on that. Won't you be a man and tell me how you feel? You're a minister.
Yeah.
So I can destroy you with the word. I'm gonna take the God's word and destroy what you talking about.
Right.
Because I read it, I get in there and I read every day, and I find out all that garbage that y'all coming out with is just that garbage.
Yeah. Oh, you can tag me on any of those, man. I love those, man.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm glad I know that now.
Right. Let's see, where is it?
1 John chapter 4, verse 12.
Right. Read that.
No man has seen God at any time.
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
If we love one another, God dwelleth in us.
Okay.
And his love is perfected in us.
Okay, give me St. John 1 verse 18.
St. John chapter 1, verse 18. No man has seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he hath declared him.
See that? So once again, no man has seen him. All right. I'm looking for this other one where they say you ain't even heard his voice. It's in John, but let's see.
There's St. John 6 and 46.
Is that it?
That's one of them though.
Yeah, I want to get the one. There it is. St. John 5 verse 37.
St. John chapter 5, verse 37. And the Father himself, which hath sent me, hath borne witness of me. Ye have neither heard his voice at any time, nor seen his shape.
See that? So you ain't seen his hind parts. All right, you didn't see his hind parts. You didn't see his face. You ain't heard his voice. All right. Every time you thought you was talking to the Most High, every time you thought you seen the Most High, you was talking to me or an angel. That's what Christ is telling you. All right. So those are some scriptures that show you that. Shalom, brothers. Question: will us men be able to marry women of the other nation in the kingdom? Statement: I can't stand these wicked Israelite women of today. Yeah, well, those wicked Israelite women ain't gonna be in the kingdom. They're gonna be destroyed with the rest of the 2/3. You only gonna have righteous, bad women from the so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, Guatemalans, the Cubans, Panamanians, Puerto Ricans, Seminole Indians, Argentinians, to Chileans, Guatemalans, Uruguayans. You're going to have all these bad women, and that's just on this hemisphere, beside the ones that dwell in China, what they call in the Bible, Sinim, right? Beside the ones dwelling in Japan, right? You got that bad one. She was half Japanese, half Negro, right? I think her father was Judah, and then her mother's Japanese, and she ended up winning Miss Japan over there. So you got bad women like that. They're gonna be domo origato and all that with you. You know what I mean? So you're gonna be able to deal with all these different types of women in all these different flavors, man. Where they're gonna have been raised in the Hebrew way. You understand? So you ain't gonna have to deal with these wicked nigga-lights. You understand? You're gonna be dealing with righteous women in that kingdom. Okay? So if you're trying to marry, like if you in the kingdom trying to marry women of the other nations, that's not the kingdom. If the women in the kingdom ain't bad enough for you to want to deal with, right? If they ain't on point enough for you to want to deal with, then you're not in the kingdom. All right? That won't be the kingdom, because the kingdom ain't gonna have no unrighteous nigga-lights in there. It ain't gonna have no female dogger-lights up in there. All right? We ain't doing that. All right? Let's see. What else? Where we at? Where are we? I'm sorry. Keep using the prepositions.
Judges chapter 13, verse 2.
Judges 13 and 2.
Yes, sir.
And I'm reading to what?
The end of the chapter.
End of the chapter, okay.
Yes, sir.
And there was a certain man of Zorah, of the family of the Danites, whose name was Manoah, and his wife was barren and bare not. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto the woman and said unto her, Behold now, thou art barren and bearest not, but you shall conceive and bear a son. Now look at that. That's a miracle. Why ain't nobody make Samson an immaculate conception? See that? He said, you barren, but you're going to conceive. Wow. Come on, man. Why they don't say that was the Messiah? Why they don't say, see, that's a virgin birth, immaculate conception? Why they don't say that? Y'all see this? Because we all know Samson sinned, and we all know that he did these certain things that lost him his right. All right, but at the same time, it's the same background that you try to say was an immaculate conception. That's how you know it's a lie and it's BS, man. It showed you who his father was and who his mother was. That way you would know that he wasn't born of an immaculate conception. Just like in Matthew's, they show you Mary and Joseph, his father. All right. Let's see. So that's something to note. And then note verse 3 where it says, and the angel of the Lord appeared unto the woman. Because when you read down, you're going to see that they talking to God. And then it's going to go back to being the angel of the Lord again. And you're going to have to try to figure out, hey, is he talking to the Most High? No. There's another instance he was talking to the angel of the Lord. All right? All right. Verse 4. Now therefore beware, I pray you, and drink not wine, nor strong drink, and eat not any unclean thing. For lo, thou shalt conceive and bear a son, and no razor shall come on his head, for the child shall be a Nazarite unto the Most High from the womb. And he shall begin to deliver Israel out of the hand of the Philistines. All right? So this is talking about the birth of Samson. He was a Nazarite from birth, as we talked about. Then the woman came and told her husband, saying, a man of God came unto... what? A man of God? Hold on, that said an angel of the Lord first. Now it's a man of God? Right? These aren't contradictions. That's what you got to understand, is that many times men of the Most High was called angels of the Lord. All right? Men of the Most High, the prophets, a lot of times was called angels. Israelites was called angels. So when you get to the part where it says that the angels who kept not their first estate, it's not necessarily talking about angels that trying to make war against God. You understand? It's talking about men that didn't keep their rightful place. Verse 6. Then the woman came and told her husband, saying, a man of God came unto me, and his countenance was like the countenance of an angel of the Most High. See that? He was like an angel. She wasn't even talking to an angel at that point. She was talking to a man of the Most High. It said, but she was, in this case, I'm playing with you, but she was, in this case, actually talking to an angel, but he came as a man. All right? And you'll see that when you read further. But I asked him not whence he was, neither told he me his name. But he said unto me, Behold, thou shalt conceive and bear a son, and now drink no wine nor strong drink, neither eat any unclean thing, for the child shall be a Nazarite to the Most High from the womb to the day of his death. All right. So showing you that when you saw people that understood that the men they were talking to was angels, where the scriptures say, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares." See that? Why? Because back in the day, we was in tune and we knew this ain't just a normal person. This is an angel I'm dealing with. Y'all see that? When you look at why Abraham paid tithes to Melchizedek, he knew that wasn't just a regular person. That was an angel coming as a man, so he went ahead and paid his tithes to Melchizedek, who the scriptures say had no beginning or no end. All right? That's an angel he was dealing with. Let's see, verse 8. Then Manoah entreated the Lord and said, O my Lord, let the man of the Most High, which thou didst send, come again unto us, and teach us what we shall do unto the child that shall be born. And the Most High hearkened to the voice of Manoah, and the angel of the Most High came again unto the woman, as she sat in the field. But Manoah, her husband, was not with her. And the woman made haste and ran and showed her husband and said unto him, Behold, the man is appeared unto me that came unto me the other day. So Manoah, he didn't have the faith that his wife had. Beside that, we just read about that spirit of jealousy. Oh, wait a minute. Some man was talking to you and now all of a sudden we're going to have a baby? Okay. Where the man at? See that? Make sure he come around again because I need to talk to him. Like we just read about that spirit of jealousy. Y'all see how these scriptures tie together? All right. What verse we at?
11.
Verse 11. All right. And Manoah arose and went after his wife and came to the man and said unto him, Art thou the man that spakest unto the woman? And he said, I am. And Manoah said, Now let thy words come to pass. How shall we order the child, and how shall we do unto him? And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, Of all that I said unto the woman, let her beware. She may not eat of anything that cometh of the vine, neither let her drink wine or strong drink, nor eat any unclean thing. All that I commanded her, let her observe. And Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, I pray you, let us detain thee until we have made ready a kid for thee. So he wanted to give him an offering. See that? Gave him tithes, just like Abraham did. And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, Though thou detain me, I will not eat of thy bread, and if thou wilt offer a burnt offering, thou must offer it unto the Lord. So the angels know you don't worship me. I don't take the Most High's offerings. So Christ didn't do that either. For Manoah knew not that he was an angel of the Lord. And Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, What is thy name, that when thy sayings come to pass, we may do thee honor? And the angel of the Lord said unto him, Why askest thou thus after my name, seeing it is secret? So Manoah took a kid with a meat offering and offered it upon a rock unto the Most High. And the angel did wondrously. And Manoah and his wife looked on. For it came to pass, when the flame went up toward heaven from off the altar, that the angel of the Most High ascended in the flame of the altar. And Manoah and his wife looked on it and fell on their faces to the ground. But the angel of the Lord did no more appear to Manoah and to his wife. Then Manoah knew that he was an angel of the Lord. And Manoah said unto his wife, We shall surely die, because we have seen the Most High. But his wife said unto him, If the Most High were pleased to kill us, he would not have received a burnt offering and a meat offering at our hands. Neither would he have showed us all these things, nor would as at this time have told us such things as these. And the woman bare a son, and called his name Samson. And the child grew, and the Most High blessed him. And the Spirit of the Lord began to move him at times in the camp of Dan between Zorah and Eshtaol. Now, nowhere in there did we read that the man knew his wife. Nowhere in there did we read that he knew her not until they had conceived. Right? But at the same time, nobody says, oh, see, immaculate conception. That's crazy, huh? When you get to Christ, it says he knew her not until they had conceived the firstborn, right? So they actually show you that, listen, he didn't have sex with her again until Christ was born. Y'all see that? Here, it doesn't say anywhere that he knew her. It just said the angel came and said, you will conceive. Why isn't Samson put up there as an immaculate conception, man? Because y'all funny, that's why. Where we at? What scripture?
We're at Acts chapter 21, verse 17 through 26.
All right, so we're going to Acts chapter 21,
Verse 17
verse 17.
through 26. Acts chapter 21.
All right, so this is Acts chapter 21, verse 17 through verse 26. And when we come to Jerusalem, the brethren received us gladly. And the day following, Paul went in with us unto James, and all the elders were present. And when he had saluted them, he declared particularly what things the Most High had wrought among the Gentiles by his ministry. And when they heard it, they glorified the Lord, and said unto him, Thou seest, brother, how many thousands of Jews there are which believe, and they are all zealous of the law. And they are informed of thee, that thou teachest all the Jews which are among the Gentiles to forsake Moses, saying that they ought not to circumcise their children, neither to walk after the customs. So you see that? They was accusing Paul at that time that he was telling people that they didn't need to do the law. So they was all misunderstanding Paul from then till now. What is it, therefore? The multitude must needs come together, for they will hear that thou art come. Do therefore this, that we say to thee, we have 4 men which have a vow on them. Them take and purify thyself with them, and be at charges with them, that they may shave their heads, and all may know that those things whereof they were informed concerning thee are nothing, but that thou thyself also walkest orderly, and keepest the law. As touching the Gentiles which believe, we have written and concluded that they observe no such thing, save only that they keep themselves from things offered to idols, and from blood, and from strangled, and from fornication. Then Paul took the men, and the next day, purifying himself with them, entered into the temple to signify the accomplishment of the days of purification, until that an offering should be offered for every one of them. All right, so he took that vow of that Nazarite for a certain time, and then he went in and shaved his head with the rest of them. All right, so to show that what? He was according to the law. See that? So, can't nobody tell you, oh yeah, Paul taught against the law. Paul obeyed the law. He did the law of a Nazarite. What are you talking about? You see that? All right. So that's the end of the reading. Let's see. What else? Other questions we got on here?
What was the importance of being a Nazarite in Israel?
Right. It was a vow. It was just a vow that you made before the Most High. So it didn't have no particular importance to the rest of Israel, except that you were doing that usually for the Israel's sake. You were taking on this vow for Israel's sake. You were saying, you know what, I want my prayers to be heard by the Most High, so I'm going to afflict myself. I'm going to walk around without having my hair trimmed up. I'm going to walk around without being trimmed up in my beard. I'm gonna walk around with I'm not gonna drink, even though heavy things are coming on me and I want to drink. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not even gonna touch grapes or raisins or nothing related to that. All right. So you were doing that because because you wanted to show the Most High your level of sacrifice and your level of dedication that you had to Him answering your prayers. let's see. I'm looking for this. We read that about a Nazarite vowing the vow. Yeah, there it is. Numbers 30, verse 2. If a man vow a vow unto the Lord, or swear an oath to bind his spirit with a bond, he shall not break his word. So it bound your spirit. All right? It basically kept you from, it was an affliction of your spirit that you were doing, kind of like a fast. All right? But it wasn't a fast like I'm abstaining from sex, or I'm abstaining from water or food or something like that. No, I'm not going to cut my beard. I'm not going to cut my hair. I'm not going to drink wine. You see that? So it was a type of a fast in a way, but it was a vow that you weren't, it was for a set amount of time, all right? And you kept that vow because you were trying to honor the Most High in that. It was to bind your spirit with a bond. He shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth. All right? And then when you go to 23 verse 21 in Deuteronomy, when you shall vow a vow unto the Lord thy God, thou shalt not slack to pay it. For the Most High thy power will surely require it of you, and it would be a sin in thee. See that? So that was the importance, is that you don't break that vow, because that would be sin. Alright? But you keeping that vow to the Most High because you want something accomplished. You want something, you want him to make a move. If you hold your end up, he holds his end up. Alright? Alright. But yeah, for those of y'all, if y'all have any other questions, I think we knocked out all the questions, and we knocked out the reading in a good little time. If y'all have any other questions on any topics, so again, you can hit me up at 832-941-2443. Y'all, you can text your questions in on YouTube Live. You can email us at hiddentruth12@gmail.com. You can also hit up Priest Kazakia at 281-707-2737. All right, so you can hit us up in any of those ways. Call or text in between classes. For those of y'all out there that stayed with us, we appreciate that. We appreciate y'all that gave and paid your vows and did those things. And with that, we're going to say shalom to you.
Shalom.
Shalom.